Hello. Hopefully everything is working as it should be. I should really do checks before I start streaming like I used to do, but I have not done those in a very long time. Regardless though, who have we got here today? We've got Jack, hello, and we've got Papayas, lovely to see you. I've been well, thank you. We've got Cookie and we've got Greenbird. I've been hot and bothered. What have I been hot and bothered over? I could tell you I've been drowsy and sleepy. As like last Sunday, I had a nap, so I've not been awake for very long. I need to stop doing this. I do have an energy drink, but I had a nap that went between like 12:30 to 1:30, and then I kind of like stayed on the sofa for an extra 10-15 minutes. So I've only been up and about for about 15 minutes. So if I seem a little bit like slow, it's because I'm still waking up. So just give me some time. I will be fine. I've got caffeine. Caffeine seems to really pep me up when I'm streaming. So I'll probably be hyper in a few minutes. We'll find out. The summer heat wave, it's not that bad at the moment actually where I am. It's currently 19 degrees Celsius on my phone, which is my phone saying, sorry, which is a very agreeable temperature. It was a little bit toasty last night, it has to be said, like upstairs in my bedroom, but nothing that was impossible to deal with, if that makes sense. I don't know what the weather's meant to be doing this next week though. I think there's meant to be a lot of rain, but I think in other countries across Europe there's quite a few heat problems, isn't there? But I think I'm safe from it for at least the next week. Let me check. I'm on the weather page. If it doesn't block it for being insensitive or something. Yep, I just got a buttload of rain. It doesn't look like it's going to get any higher than about 21, which that's fine. I think when it gets like 22 and up, that's when I can't deal with it anymore. But I'm very bad with heat. So some people would disagree with me on that number and probably give a different one. But I'm so bad with heat. I always have been. Hey there, Lee. How you doing? We don't check. We ball. I always check for rain. Just because I don't want to get caught in it and not have an umbrella. But I have a weather app that's on the homepage of my phone. So usually I just look at the home screen on my phone, and if it says it might be drizzling, then I bring my umbrella with me. That's the only reason, though, really. Because where I've got vividly coloured hair, because I've got obviously blue dyed hair in real life, because I seem to change colours all the time and I'm back at blue now, but obviously those who have had vivids in their life know that depending on the dye you use, if you get particularly like sweaty or like wet from rain, the colour can kind of leak out of your hair sometimes, which isn't a good look. So if I can avoid my hair getting wet, if it doesn't need to get wet, I will do that. Plus I just don't like getting wet in the rain anyway, so I've always been the sort of person who mostly always carries an umbrella with them, which is one of the benefits of having handbags, because you can always bring an umbrella, but it also means you've got to deal with the hassle of having a handbag, so it goes both ways. But I am definitely one of those who carries quite a lot of things with them. It's like umbrella, I normally have plasters on me, I'll have hand sanitizer and anti-bac wipes just in case, because you never know, painkillers just in case because I'm prone to headaches, things like that, lip balm. I used to carry a small sewing kit, but I used up the last of the thread in that, so I should get a little new sewing kit, because it has proven helpful a couple of times. What else do I normally tend to have in my bag? A nail file, nail clippers, a comb. I normally have a comb on me. If it's hotter, I tend to carry deodorant with me just in case, but not when the weather's cooler. But if it's quite hot out, I'll bring deodorant just in case someone needs it. And at the moment, I've got a small thing of dry shampoo, which I don't normally have, but I was given a free sample. So I've now got a little travel dry shampoo in my bag, which whether it'll be helpful or not, I don't know, but it's good to have. Who knows? I might need it at some point. The website blocks. Don't get me started. I try not to get too political on here. Just a personal preference. I like having a space a bit separate from it all. But oh my god, what a mess. What a mess is all I'm gonna say. In America, that's 30°C to me is comfortable, especially since there are places in the state where the lowest you get is what's 118 Fahrenheit? I have to Google this. 118 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's far too much. Okay. Fun videos of watching people bake cookies on their cars. Oh my god. I think the hottest I've ever dealt with in the UK, it was in the 40s. So that was, let's see, I think it was like 41 or 42 degrees Celsius. So let's just say 40. Let's just round it down, right? So that is 104 Fahrenheit is the hottest I think I've dealt with in the UK. But obviously that's without aircon or anything like that. I don't think it's gotten hotter than that. It might have done at some stage, but I don't recall it. prepared for any situation that might arise. You never know what can happen. I'll definitely have bailed people out of situations. Oh, also feminine hygiene products I tend to carry around, just in case, because you never know. I have been out in public before and I have been asked by like a stranger, do you have a pad or something like that? And I'm like, yes, I do have a pad. Being that lifesaver for people, because you never know. You don't want to get caught out. So I am prepared for many eventualities. I normally have I've got it next to me, that's why I moved, but I've got one of those big old power banks as well. That also tends to go in my bag. So just lots of bits and bobs. Did you decide to do Hildebrand or side Hildebrand? So what is this side Hildebrand and how long does it take? Is it before the Heavensward story starts? Because I can do the side Hildebrand. Speaking of that, if you've got issues with Discord, you could... Oh, I've seen that, which is very funny. I've seen people doing that. It's very amusing. The whole idea that you need to, I mean, it's not come up for me because I don't really look at very much stuff that would have an age block on it. So it's not something I've stumbled into very much as of yet. But I know even if you just want to look at art, sometimes it gets flagged up. So I don't know. It's not something it's caused a problem for me quite at this moment, but it probably will eventually. You get asked for cigarettes. I've never been asked for cigarettes. I don't know. I've never really smoked. I don't know if there's like an appearance that kind of makes you appear to be a smoker. I don't know. Scholasticate. I'm going to so pronounce that wrong. So is it a specific line of quests? I'm Googling. Give me a second. So it came out before Heavensward Hildebrand. Okay. Ninja is level 100 now doing Viper. Oh, fun! How did you find Ninja in the end? So, what are these then? After the truth of Ishgard's history is revealed, the students of the Holy Sea's finest seminary find themselves in a precarious position. The Warrior of Light joins a familiar face in investigating the trials and tribulations of the future clergy men and women. I mean, I don't see why not if it's part of the story. We may as well start on this, right? Side Hildebrand was 4 quests in 3.1, 4 in 3.4, and 3 in 3.5. So I am looking at the right thing. Okay. I mean, I see no reason not to do this. It's technically a side thing, but it kind of links everything together, right? So, yeah, why not? Why not? Sunbird's not for you. You prefer ranged DPS. I prefer ranged DPS. I definitely find myself, especially the magical ranged. I really enjoy the magical ranged. They're separate from the Heavensward, but they do relate to A Realm Reborn. Okay. I mean, that's enough for me. If we're going to go fully into this, like, Hildebrand situation, we may as well do the side stuff, right? I guess my title's kind of irrelevant now, but it's still kind of Hildebrand related, so it's fine. It's fine. So, what? We're going to go into this. Then we may as well. How far we'll get into this today, I don't know. Same as what we were doing with Hildebrand. I guess we'll try to do a patch at a time and go that way and see what happens. Because I was looking at the Hildebrand, I guess the Hildebrand Inventions, the Heavensward ones. But there was less quests in them, so I didn't know if there were longer quests or if the episodes were just shorter. But I guess if we're doing this now, we won't get to those for a little bit anyway. So that doesn't really matter so much now, but I'm down for an emote and a coat. What coat is it? Oh, it's this coat. Ah, I did wonder where people got this coat from, because I think I quite like it. I think it looks quite nice. So now I know. That's good. That's cool. Okay, so I'll do it even for the coat, to be honest. Because you always want options, don't you? You always want glam options. Can never have enough glam options. Okay. So we'll slight change of plan, we'll do this instead, but that's no worries. Heavenward, oh, it's way more cutscenes. Okay, so I'm guessing the length is kind of similar then, just based off the cutscenes instead. That's fair enough, that's fair enough. Is anyone else sexually attracted to the Chips Ahoy cookies? Kiwi. Now, I'm not one to judge. Sometimes an item of food can seem very appealing when you're hungry. However, I'm in England, so we don't have Chips Ahoy. Is it the cookies themselves, or is it the mascot? Do they have a mascot for Chips Ahoy? Because then that kind of opens the argument of people who find... Do we have Chips Ahoy in the UK then, Kiwi? I feel like I've never seen them. But I feel like it's like the people who find Tony the Tiger kind of hot, right? I'm not one of those people, but there's definitely people that find Tony the Tiger from the Frosties box kind of hot. Summoning the furries to the cereal aisle. Hey there, Goose. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Don't ask. We're on a weird one today. Sunday streams seem to just go weird. It's just... Oh, is it just the mascot for Chips Ahoy? Wait a second. Chips Ahoy. Because I've heard of Chips Ahoy. Chips Ahoy cookies. Okay, so I put mascot. He kind of, if I'm looking at the right guy, he kind of gives me Emoji Movie vibes, but in a bad way. He looks like he would take upskirt shots of girls going up escalators on the tubes. That's the vibe that Chips Ahoy is giving me. Very much the sort of guy that goes, but I'm a nice guy, right? You girls only like bad guys. You girls don't like guys who are nice. This is what Chips Ahoy is giving me. Very much that sort of vibe. So he kind of creeps me out more than anything. Tony the Tiger definitely has an aura though. I think Tony the Tiger is someone who I would trust with my drink if I needed to go to the bathroom. Right? Chips Ahoy, I would not let that man within 10 miles of my drink. Because he's probably ready to slip something into it. I'm thinking about this too much. Some food mascots are just superior to others. What can I say? What about the Honey Monster? Honey Monster, kind of mixed. I'm not too sure. I think it kind of depends on the advert, because some adverts he comes across a bit different, right? He comes across as a gentle soul, but I also think he's someone who, if you make him angry, he becomes quite terrifying. I think he's one of those characters. The Kool-Aid Man is just terrifying. Cookie Monster is a gentle soul who can and will kill, if provoked. That's the Honey Monster, I think. But initially he seems very gentle. I had the same birthday as Garfield. What a place to be in life. What a place to be. Serial offenders. Tony the Tiger begs furries to stop tweeting him porn. Oh my god. The thing is though, I feel like Tony the Tiger is the closest kind of intermingling of normal society and furries. Right? He straight up is like furry bait, isn't he? You know what I mean? Like something about him. He's just like a perfect kind of poster child for the furries. In a good way. The Craver from Honeycombs. The Craver. God, we're already gotten off the rails. We can't do this for too long. We've got stuff to do. The Craver Honeycomb. Oh, God. Oh, I don't like them. They look like they're souped up on a few too many chemicals. And they've now approached you in the street trying to get money off you. I'm being very mean. I'm sorry, Craver. That was very mean of me. I don't really think about mascots. What other mascots are there? There was the Cookie Crisp guy, wasn't there? Then there's obviously like the Rice Krispie guys. They're just like little elves. I don't really know. I know Chester Cheetah. Don't have any thoughts on Chester Cheetah, but I know Chester Cheetah. Can I think of any more? I don't know. But I haven't been down the cereal aisle for a long time because cereal's too expensive now, so I just don't buy cereal. Plus they stopped making my favourite cereal, and it has been years, but I'm still kind of annoyed about it, especially due to their logic over it. I will never forgive them. They will never be forgiven. Until my Ricicles come back on the shelves. I have been robbed. Of my Ricicles. No, putting sugar on Rice Krispies is not the same. It is not the same thing. It is not as good. I want my Ricicles back. And they can't turn around and say they're off the shelves because they were too high in sugar when Cookie Crisp exists, which is literally miniature cookies in a bowl. I refuse to accept that logic. I refuse. You can't keep Cookie Crisp on the shelf and then get rid of Ricicles. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. But I used to love Ricicles. It was my ride or die cereal. I used to like Golden Nuggets. Actually, Golden Nuggets were quite good, but they're not as good as they used to be. That's the one with the miner guy on the front, isn't it? Miner as in mining, not miner as in child. He looks like he does look like a hairy testicle. I'm guessing you're talking about Craver. Have you seen Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Basically completely... See, I don't like cinnamon. That's my problem, so I've never tried Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I've heard of it, but I'm not a cinnamon fan. Hey there, Toothless, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. It's late for you, isn't it? So if you're going to bed soon, do sleep well. Yeah, I just don't really buy cereal anymore. If I was to buy cereal, what would I buy? I guess a Frosted Flake. Or like a Frosted Shreddy. But yeah, I don't really anymore. Which is very sad, so I used to eat it like popcorn. I used to literally pour a bowl and just like shovel it into my mouth. I'm not very dignified when it comes to cereal. You read Tootless? That means they're very polite. They're very polite, they're very tootless. They don't in pleasant company at least. You're good, been packing for the trip? Oh, of course, you got your trip coming up, haven't you? I hope you have a lovely time. No, I meant the booty toots. I meant the same toots. We're on the same page, Ruby. And some people don't believe those things belong in pleasant company, is all I'm saying. You're a Weetabix person. Interesting. I feel like Weetabix people are better people than me because I need my stuff like laden with sugar, right? So if someone's a Weetabix person, they're usually healthier than I am. By a fair amount. I've never been able to get into Weetabix. I need to try. I need to try. Something about it just looks really unappealing. You can toot. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I mean, you want to. I mean, it gets kind of unhealthy if you hold that stuff back for too long, right? I sound dreadful. I sound so unladylike right now. I guess I've never tried to be ladylike though, so it's not the end of the world. I'm not providing a false kind of pretense, and then I turn around and start saying stuff like this. I'm just looking around my desk because I'm trying to find a hairband. I normally have one on my desk, but I can't see one. So I must have moved them all to other places and now I don't know where they are. Oh, there's one! Haha! Ha ha ha! Found a hairband. Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Waffle Crisp. I've never heard of Waffle Crisp. Never heard of Waffle Crisp. Give me a second, sorry. To tie my hair up. There we go, it's better. Yeah, I feel like I'm so far behind on cereals now, especially because there's all these cereals that have come out and I have no idea where any of them are because I literally never go down the cereal aisle. It's just too expensive now and it's not one I like enough to justify it, so. Plus I'm not a big breakfast person. I normally only have 2 meals a day with maybe a snack in the middle because if I eat too early in the day I feel kind of unwell. So even when I used to have cereal, it used to be more like at midnight, like a little gremlin. I would have a bowl of cereal, like that sort of thing. So it's not really a big staple that I kind of need in the house. Not many cereals here in Sapporo, is there not? See, it's interesting because it depends from country to country, right? I can imagine that there isn't a lot of cereal over there. I don't know though, because I didn't really look when I was over in Japan. I'm like a little gremlin. I am. I'm such a gremlin sometimes. There's Squishmallow cereal now, is there? Is it just like Lucky Charms? But a bit different. Is that basically the idea? Because you get so many cereals that are basically Lucky Charms. Kit Kat cereal. I had no idea that these things exist. I'm not surprised by it. Speaking of Squishmallows though, in America they've released these Squishmallow pillows, haven't they? But they're literally just pillows that feel like Squishmallows, which I love the idea of because I do use my Squishmallows as pillows and they're some of my favourite things to use as pillows. So I feel like it took too long for them to get to this point, but regardless, you can't buy them over here and I'm really annoyed because as soon as I saw about them on TikTok, I instantly was looking like on Argos and things like that, ready to go out and buy a couple. I was ready, my card out, I was gonna pay, fully on board to getting Squishmallow pillows, right? Can't get them over here. So disappointed. There are other brands that have like squishy pillows, but I don't know if they feel the same as a Squishmallow. So I'm just like, Bring them out over here. I really want them. I would love Squishmallow pillows. My poor Squishmallows do not deserve the treatment they get. We can remedy this situation if you just release the pillows over here. I'm ready to buy. I'm ready to buy them all. I'm going to make you extremely mad because you are. Oh no. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Let me take a quick sip of my drink. I told you the caffeine would hit me. I've only had a few sips of this energy drink and it is hitting me hard. Imagine if they sent them like marshmallows so that Tofu rests her bunny head on them and gets hungry. Oh no! That would be the worst. I'm trying to cut down on sweets, which I have done a good job of, to be honest. But I still need to cut down a bit more on sugar. But I would start chewing on the pillow. Exactly, Joker. Oh my god. Like in your sleep, if you're sleeping and you start just smelling marshmallows, you're going to start chewing on stuff, aren't you? The poor pillow. Final Fantasy XIV giant cushion fat cat. What do you mean? Is there a giant cushion? Because I would buy it. Because I've got more than one fat cat thing in my house. It's like an in real life mount. What do you mean? Let me look. Fat cat. Oh, so it was from ages ago and they never re-released it. Oh, I am kind of angry at that. I want that. I just found it. Oh, I want that. I would pay. I would pay for that. Oh my goodness. Is there anywhere I can buy it? Is there anywhere I can get it? Because I would like it. I would like it. I'm on Google Images. I am. Oh no, I don't know if I want to Google that. Go on in. Fat cat Yoshi P. Ah, that's cute. I was concerned for a second. That's so cute. See, I really want one. If they re-release it, I don't care the price. I will pay it. I will pay it gladly. They will not be able to stop me. There is a Toriko episode. There is an episode where Toriko gets a house built for him out of food, and the girl that wants to be his wife lays on his bed and the pillows are literally marshmallows. Oh, that sounds amazing. Some marshmallows are so squishy soft they would make good pillows. Square Enix is really sitting on so much possible merchandise. Oh, they are. They really are. Like, I am someone who likes to accumulate things. We've counted through my plushies before. I like stuff. So if they released something like this again, I would, hands down, slam the card down, pre-order. Yes, please. There'll be no stopping me. I wouldn't be able to resist. Taito is the most dangerous place. What, the figure company? I've been trying to cut down a lot on prize figures. Because that's mostly what I know Taito for. I know they do other merch as well. Yeah, because they've got the arcades, but they also do the figures, don't they? Which is probably why they have the arcades, to be fair. But I've been trying to cut down on prize figures, because that can get out of hand very quickly, because they're very affordable. So I've kind of like made it that most of my collection now is Nendoroids and scale figures. And because you've got to kind of mull over those options a little bit more, rather than impulse buying. So I do have a couple of prize figures. There's a couple I won while I was in Japan, in the arcades. But beyond that, my collection is mostly now scales and Nendoroids, and like acrylic stands and things like that. Because otherwise it gets very out of hand very, very quickly, unfortunately. Which means every so often figures do come up and I'm like, oh man, it is really cute. But I need to remember what I told myself. I need to cut down because I know what I'm like. And I will just end up with far too much stuff to deal with. So I'm behaving. They made a Moogle sofa chair. Ah. And the Punity plushie is so cute. See, I am Corn Servant pop-up desk rack. Oh god. Things for me to spend money on. No, I think there is so much potential with Final Fantasy XIV stuff. They need to get more stuff out there. Bandai Taito, their staff here in Sapporo all cringe when I enter the arcades, given you're the crane god. I'll tell you what, on a couple of crane games, while I was over in Japan. I surprisingly did pretty decently on them. However, on a couple of them I did struggle, so I ended up winning a Sans figure. It's, you know, is it Pico art or something? The range where they all look like they're crocheted and knitted. So I was in... God, where was I? Was it Shinjuku? I don't think it was Shinjuku. Regardless, I was in an arcade that had a fan gamer pop-up, but they also had some Undertale stuff in some of the machines next to the fan gamer pop-up, and one of them happened to be one of these figures. They had the Sans and they had the dog, and I went for the Sans because as much as I wanted the dog, I was a bit like, the Sans stands out a little bit more on the shelf compared to the dog. So I struggled on that machine. I had to do a couple of sumimasen. I had to get like the staff guy over to like rearrange it a couple of times, and that was the only machine I had to do that on. But I had to do like a couple of those. But we got it in the end because I got quite stubborn with it. But the other stuff I got on Crane Games, so I got a few plushies, and I got a couple of Dress Up Darling figures, and I got some keychains and things. But my friend was trying to get this little Miku plushie, and I think I got it for them in like 4 goes. It was so good. And then we found this other arcade in Akihabara where they only charge 100 yen per go rather than like 200. So it's like half the price, right? And my friend was all caught up on this rhythm game because they're really into rhythm games. So I wandered off into the Crane Games, and in about 500 yen, which is roughly £2.50, I managed to get 2 plushies, a Ghastly and a Ditto. Small ones. I think I got the Ditto in 1 try, so on 100 yen, and then the Ghastly took me 4 turns. And I was so chuffed with myself. I still have the Ditto, but I sent the Ghastly to Suki, because I got a few items for Suki while I was over there, because they asked me to look for a couple of things. So I looked for a couple of things, but also got some extra bits and bobs for them. But I know they love Gengar. Gengar's like their favourite Pokemon. So I thought, let's give them the Ghastly that I won from the Crane game. So I sent them a few plushies, a few cinnamon roll bits, and some, I think I sent some sweets, and just like shipped them off over to them. I think the Ghastly's on their microphone at the moment. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's what I got up to. So many Crane Games. I really enjoyed them though. I did love the arcades. They're nothing like you get over here. Like really nothing like it. So I think while I spent far too much time in them, I think what I got for how much I spent, I'm quite happy with, especially considering if I was to buy the same things over here, how much they would cost. So I'm very happy with myself over that, so I do not mind. They got me in their grips. You should have sent your friend a Haunter plushie. So it evolved into Gengar. Well, they didn't have Haunter in the machines. They only had Ghastly. I did send them a lot of Gengar stuff from the Pokemon Center, though. So they did get Gengar stuff. There was specific artwork they were looking for, but I didn't know what item they wanted from the manhole cover collection. They really liked that bit of art, but I didn't know what they wanted. So I just got all of the stuff that had the Gengar on it for them. I think it was like 3 or 4 things. So they have options. They have options now. I probably overdid it a little bit, but I was like, I don't know when I'm next coming over here, so I may as well, like, get more. Just in case, because I don't know when I'm returning. Give them a Haunter of a little oval rock. I want, like, the Everstone so it can't evolve. That's mean. That's so mean. That's so mean. Let me have another sip of my drink. Give me 1 moment. And then we are going to pop on over to get this started. So obviously, slight change of plan. We're going to do this side stuff now before starting the Heaven's Ward stuff. We'll try to go through as much as we can. At minimum, we'll go through a singular patch's worth. Well, probably 2 patches because there seems to only be 1 quest on the first patch worth. But then beyond that, we'll just see how we're doing for time. Because I don't know how long these are going to be. They might end up being super long like the other ones. They might be a bit shorter. No idea. So I need to see where this starts actually. Once I have that location, keeping the ledger, it's in the pillars, so I'm in the right area. Thank you for the stretch. And I'll just bring it up on the map and see if we can find it. Okay, so give me a moment. Give me a second. Here we are. In my favourite place, my favourite city of Ishgard. I love Ishgard. I'm very open in how much I love Ishgard. It's my favourite area in the entire game. one of my favourites. I'm probably joint first favourite. But my favourite music tracks definitely are in Ishgard. And the track that's playing now, I actually sometimes listen to while I'm driving. I just really like it. I adore Ishgard. I cannot wait on my new character to get to Heavensward. I know it's a long way off, but I'm so excited for it. Like, you don't understand. I'm so excited to play Heavensward again. I can't wait for it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's the yellow one. Da, 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 da. That one? Was that what it was called? Landing a stable job? It says it's called Keeping the Ledger. Keeping the Ledger? Oh, they got 2 quests. Okay, cool. That's fine then. Let us scurry on over then. I need to find myself... There should be one up here, shouldn't there? Same person. No worries at all. Oh, what I need to do though, before we continue, give me a second. Every time I come past the 4 temps, I need to go and say hello. Let me go and say hello. And then I come on over to the Count. I stand myself in front of the Count and I give him a big old hug. Okay? There's your hug. See you later. Bye! And then I'm off. And then I'm off. Landing a stable job is also a very useful side quest. You can get a free fab. Oh, okay, I might do that one later then. Just because it's a bit less relevant to what we're doing right now. But thank you for letting me know. And then we are going to the Jeweled Crozier. Yeah, whenever I'm around here, I'm like, let me just pop into the 4 temps and say hello. I'm such a sucker for this expansion. The quest in House 4 Temps is the closure of the Dragonsong War. It's real nice for after Hildebrand. Remind me, because I will do that. I will absolutely do that. It's such a good expansion. I always say to people, Heavensward is probably my joint favourite expansion with Shadowbringers. And then Endwalker is very close second. But those two, like which one is my favourite really depends on the day and my mood. It can very much switch. I adored Heavensward. I really did. But I took a break in the middle of Heavensward. Quite a long break actually, so I didn't see it all in one cohesive go. So this time around I'll be able to do it all in one cohesive go over on my Lala character. And it's going to be very funny doing it as a Lala, considering some of the scenes, but it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like I've not been very excited about something for a while, but I feel proper excited about it, and it's such a nice feeling. It's such a nice feeling. You cried like a bitch. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I cry far too easily. Heavensward and Shadowbringers just feel like home to you. Exactly. Same here. Like Ishgard just feels like home. It really does. Like I just like sitting around Ishgard sometimes and just listening to the music. It definitely is, I don't know, just something about it. It holds a lot in my heart, it really does. And this time you'll have you in the background haunting you. Yeah, true. Now I cook pizza. I switch you to phone. No worries at all. I will hang out on your phone and we will pick up this quest. And then we need Keeping the Ledger, don't we? I have an EDM Ishgard X Idleshire. Ooh. Okay. Good day to you, miss. How may I help you? Oh, you wish to help me? Well, your timing couldn't be better. It would seem I have misplaced the record of sales for my most esteemed client, Saint Endelim. Oh, I cannot pronounce this word, guys. Scholasticate. Scholasticate, is that correct? Or is that just close enough? Because that will do me. As long as it's close enough. Perfect! Hey! Look at me go! I'm so good at butchering names. Okay. Said client has requested another volume from the 72 articles of the Hellenic Polity. There are 14 in total, and try as I might, I cannot recall which one they specified. Surely you can imagine how embarrassing it would be were I to ask them again myself, and they to learn the reason why. That's why I need you to go in my stead. No need for overt inquiries, mind. Just make small talk and surreptitiously examine the shelves and see what they might be missing. So we're going to be chatting with them and just snooping in their shelves as we talk to them. Totally unsuspicious. Okay? Totally unsuspicious. Hey there, Anna. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing good. This was a simple quest in 3.0 but got expanded afterwards. I see! So I used to not have quite so much, but now it's got a bit more. So, oh, they're all in the same place. Cool. So we're gonna run over here. I'm gonna take another sip of my drink. You can tell I'm auto-running. Ah! I put on auto-run so I can drink my drink. So we need to go up here. Used to just be this quest for the gear. I did see they gave you gear. I'll probably just take the gill. Because I think I'm pretty alright for gear at the moment. Nope, not in there. I can read maps. Over here. We need to go over here. And then over in this general direction. Man, I love Ishgard. I'm going to be going on about it the whole time. Just like, man. Ishgard is great. I'm still trying to force Suki through the rest of Heavensward, I swear to God. And we get to get this coat, which I'm dead excited for. I do like this coat. I like it a lot. Whenever I've seen it, I'm always like, oh, I want it. But now I can get it. So, we are... Oh! Speaking to you. The 72 articles. I do recall borrowing a volume. Which one I cannot say. Would that I had time to read it. Truth be told, my so-called schoolmates have kept me rather preoccupied of late. Not a day goes by without them pulling some childish prank on my dear friend Theomacent. Well, they try at least. I do what I can to see their plans come to naught. To know they will move on but to become clergymen or even prelates. We live in a truly unjust world. Wow, they are not happy. I should make a new... Oh my god, you should! Oh my god. You know what? I'll tell you what. Not so long ago... Sorry, I'm just moving my mic. Not so long ago, I was doing the vault on one of my roulettes with a first timer. And you know there's always the joke about people being like, enjoy the rest of the story after the vault. And I did it to them at the end. I was like, yeah, GGTY, enjoy the rest of the story, heart. And then I ran away and left the duty. And I felt like such a bad person. I felt so cruel. Because obviously, if you know, you know, right? And I did it, and I was like, oh my god, I can never do that again. I felt so mean. I felt so... Oh my god. Please keep your voice down when in the Scholasticate. But yeah, that's my one instance of being a bit of a bully. A little bit of a bully. So we're going to talk to you. You were studying the 72 articles as well? I suppose that makes one of us. I require volume 4, but it has yet to be returned. It outlines the canon laws of Ishgard orthodoxy. Only a bit of a bully. Only a bit of a bully. I sent that sprout into their Joker arc. I know. I shouldn't have. I feel like everyone's done it at least once, right? The perfect place... Yeah, this is a good place for school screenshots. You're not wrong. In truth, these books are all rather dense, especially after the 11th volume. You must memorise the teachings of the 4th to set foundation for everything that follows. Lee was the last to borrow it as far as I know, but he's been so busy of late. Something about helping children being bullied. If he is truly so busy, I wish he would at least return the book to us. It is heart-crushing, I know. I've not done it since. I felt so mean. Here we go. Oh, pardon me, the 72 articles. Why yes, I've been poring over volumes 12 and 13. Do I need to be remembering the volumes they're mentioning because I'm not doing it? I haven't done it. I do not remember. Hopefully I don't need to remember. The subject matter is quite dense, hardly something that could be handled in a single sitting. If you have need, I could bear to part with them for a short while. No? See. I see. In that case, I shall continue my studies. Okay. And then we've got you. Get your butt off the table. And is it TofuuRabbit? Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing good today. Sir, get your posterior off that table. Hey, oi. You're literally next to a chair. There is no reason for it. A lowborn stumbles into the Scholasticate and thinks herself qualified to study Orthodox doctrine. How droll. Our facilities are reserved for those who have potential, like myself. I'll have you know that I'm working through the final volume of the 72 articles. Ah, you're one of those. No wonder you're sat on the table. A simpleton like you could spend a lifetime in study and fail to comprehend a single word, I expect. But don't let me dissuade you. Start with volume 1 and mull over the first few pages for a year or so. Wow. Wow. What a meanie butt. He's not even edgy, he's just a douche. You find volume 10 lying on the table. Right. So where else? Oh, here we go. Got over here. Guys, I think I'm meant to be remembering these volumes. Please remember the volumes, because I'm not doing it. I haven't been doing it. Volume 6, I do not know what volumes I have found. Let's look at these ones. One through 9, however, volume 4 and 6 appear to be missing. And now I need to go back. Is this what it feels like going back to school? God, I don't know how it'd feel anymore. It's been a very long time since I was in school. Aging myself a bit there. The first time we had to remember numbers. Do you still need to remember the numbers? I could probably just look at the wiki page. So I'm sure the wiki page will give me the answer. So I do have it open. Pop a little sprint. You know, while I'm in Ishgard, I should have an Ishgard relevant minion out, shouldn't I? Give me a second. I will get to you in just a second, sir. I just need to find myself a more area appropriate minion. Let me see. I got Heavensward Thancred when he was all edgelord. Do I have that one? Alphano, Sid, Kryl, Moen. I mean, it might need to it might need to be him. I could do Amaric. We might need to bring out our little guy. Let me just... There he is. Okay. He's alive in spirit. Okay. Back from the Scholasticate. Good. So which volume are they missing? Guys? Guys? Please does it say on the wiki? Does it say... it has to be volume 11. Thank you, Wiki. Thank you, Wikipedia. Ah, volume 11. Yes, that's it. I remember now. Phew, my business and my reputation are safe thanks to you. As I'm sure you can imagine, falling out of their good graces would bode ill for business. The Scholasticate is the cornerstone of education within the church, and all members of the clergy must pass through its doors. But with a word from the headmistress, I could lose everything I own, or worse. But thanks to you, my dear madam, my business is safe. You've helped me more than you'll ever know. Give me that gill. Fork over the cat. Oh. Oh no! Don't look at it! Don't. I've been crafting. Don't look. It's so bad. No! This is so embarrassing. Wait a second. I've been leveling up my weaver, okay? I've been leveling up my weaver. No, I've been taking stuff out of my chocobo saddle bag because I've been needing it. I can put it all back in, to be fair, for the time being, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Shh. Don't take me to the tree. I'm sorry. Having all of the stuff for Weaver fills out your inventory really fast. I've been working very hard on it. Hey there, Primetime. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing good. I'm guessing the next quest still comes from this guy, right? Yeah. Contradicting convictions. My retainers are full. I have 2 retainers, but they're full of things. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. To be honest, I need to throw a lot of stuff out. Once I'm done with my crafters and gatherers, I'm basically just going to sell everything. So my retainers are going to be very empty after the fact. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. About to log in and do some fun fantasy stuff. Awesome. What are you up to at the moment in the game? Are you doing MSQ? Are you leveling stuff? What are you doing? Holding intervention. No, I'm using all of it. I'm using it all for my Weaver. I'll have you know, I did such a good job of clearing out a bunch of stuff because I went to the Doman Enclave and just gave them loads of things. So I did empty out my inventory by a lot, but then I kept on needing new materials to continue leveling up my Weaver. So now I just have lots of threads and levers and fabrics, and they take up many space. All of the space. It takes up so much room. That's exactly what a hoarder would say. Shh, I don't have a problem. You're leveling your crafters as well as the occult stuff. You know what? I have done so little on the occult stuff. I'm so far behind. I need to get back into it. I have barely touched it, which is so bad of me. But I've gotten so sidetracked with the Hildebrand stuff. So I'm just doing this instead now. I get very distracted. It was this one, wasn't it? My dear miss, how fare you these days? Can't say business has been well myself. As you are aware, the church is in a bit of a turmoil, and it's taking a toll on my profits. Unrest is understandable, yet there are many who are using the confusion to take out their anger on my best customers. Now, I'm not one to get mixed up in politics, but the students of the Scholasticate pay good gill for tomes and feathered quills. One made a request that I want to oblige in order to keep the coin flowing. He's twitching down here. Look at him go. On behalf of her peers, she told me some disagreeable folk have been following seminarians back to the cathedral, hurling all manner of insults, easily singled out by their uniform. They don't feel comfortable walking out in the open these days, and that includes around the crozier. If you are inclined to keep an eye out for those who would try to harass the students, I'd ask you to make a round near the road of St. Raymond's Cathedral. If you see anyone starting trouble, do what adventurers do best. You know, break it up, keep the peace. Look intimidating. It's understandable this game is not ADHD friendly. That's very true. I don't have ADHD as far as I'm aware. I just get caught up in things. So I've kind of been on the progress of getting all of my classes up to level 100. And this is where we are on my Disciples of Hand and Land. So making very good progress. And then this is where I am on my Disciples of War. Also making pretty good progress. But I think it's nice to have something to kind of prevent you getting burnt out from it, which these Hildebrand quests have ended up being. So yeah, I've kind of gotten a bit sidetracked, and I've started a new character, so I'm like double sidetracked now. Where's the Blue Mage? Yeah, I haven't done Blue Mage yet, so what I was doing, I was going to do all of the main classes first, because I know Blue Mage is a bit of a special one, so I was going to leave Blue Mage till last. So Dragoon's my last DPS that isn't Blue Mage, then I was going to get the last of my tanks done, and then loop back round to Blue Mage as like the last one, because I know it works in a very different way, so I thought it would be good to kind of separate it from everything else. So that's the only reason I've not started it yet, but I will do it. It's my understanding though, that Blue Mage doesn't go all the way to 100. Is it like 80 or 90? I'm not too sure. I think it's 80 it goes up to. Blue Mage takes an hour and a half to get to 80. Does it? Okay, so that'll just be one stream. One stream, we're going to go all of the way to 80 on Blue Mage. That's how we're going to have to do it, right? One stream, Blue Mage done. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I wonder why the church is in turmoil though. Absolutely. So obviously this is post-game, isn't it? I feel sorry for the students though, because some of them are quite young. And like, they don't deserve that, like the kids. Because the kids don't fully know what's going on, do they? And the kids are being kind of indoctrinated just like the adults were, so they're kind of a victim to the situation as well. Is it like, you know what I mean? Feels very unfair. I'll get you to AT, teach you spells, and then we can put you in the car. Is that the thing with like the arena for just Blue Mage? Is that what that is? So I know there's a thing that's like just like a series of fights for Blue Mage, but I've never looked into it. I've just seen it on Cider Spider's channel, so I know there is a thing. But we need to deal with these guys. Oi, leave the kiddywinks alone. I swear to God. It is the right thing, I was thinking of the right thing. Our lives are hard enough without some fresh-faced seminarian rubbing salt into our wounds. Will your precious words repay us for what we've lost? Will they bring back the dead? No, of course not, but as a pupil of the Scholasticate, I cannot forsake the teachings. If you give the book back, I'm certain I can show you the proper passage to provide a succour in your time of... How dare you! As if the lies in this book will keep us warm at night. Better to destroy it than to be destroyed by it. Sir? Sir! I absolutely cannot allow you to take that particular tome. Come back. Is he really going to... Oh no. Theo? Oh God, I skipped dialogue. They're basically asking me to go and help. We were on our way back to the Scholasticate when the man accosted us. It's become an unfortunate occurrence these days, but this is the first time someone went as far as to make off with one of our books. Theomacent may mean well, but I fear he would get caught up in a lot more trouble if they outnumber him. I'll go and get help. No need, it's all good, we're going to go after him. Theo, come on. Don't... Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're all the way down there. Let me get to a shard. Let me get to a shard. You are not the sort for picking fights, I can tell. You're getting bullied by the other bookworms. What's someone who might know how to fight gonna do to you? A lot worse, that's what they'll do. An awful lot worse. Right, where is he? Where is he? Right, where are we gonna find him? Theo. Theo. Theo, Theo. Oh, he's down. He looks like an elves in Harry Potter. I'll give him a proper look when we find him next. He's... anime, I know what you mean. Like in this particular... Oh, there he is. I told you! Look, Theo, I told you. Look at me, please. Oh, yeah, he kind of is, right? It's the glasses. It's the glasses. What are we going to do with you? You don't even know who I am, and I'm already, like, babysitting you. And guys, come on. He's a bookworm. What's he going to do to you? Just give him the book back. Just give it back. I know you're angry, understandably so, I understand. But he has very little to do with this whole situation. He just wants to read. He just wants to read, poor guy. He's being bullied by a name. You know what? That is such a generic name. In all things, like all of the names in Ishgard are all quite fancy-pantsy, and then there's just Ben. Just Ben. Now we need to find like a Dave and a Steve, right? Well, what do we have here? Any ideas what to do with these two, Ben? Ben, is that you? My goodness, what are the chances of meeting at a time like this? Please, I would appreciate it if you would ask your friend to produce the tome he has taken from me. Oh, they know each other. Well, Theomacent, it's been a while. No, books aren't for burning. That makes you just as bad, because I know the clergymen were hiding books, right? And banning books, because they didn't want everyone to see the dragon smut, right? But if you burn this book, that makes you just as bad. Don't do it, Ben. No to book burning. He has a very weird haircut, isn't it? It kind of gives me... Is it Mr. T? From the 18? Dragon smut. Yeah, weren't they hiding, like, naughty books? They were hiding naughty books, weren't they? And some of them were, like, about relations between dragons and people. Because they didn't want people to find out that people used to get along with the dragons. Because they were trying to villainize the dragons to progress their own religious doctrine. And they found that using the common enemy of the dragons helped with their cause, when really the bad guys were them. So they hid all of the dragon smut. And obviously that caused uprise when people finding out, because people wanted their dragon smut, right? So, yeah. They hate the Scalies, exactly. Say no to burning books. Honestly, say no to burning books. On an actual serious note. Yeah, I'm sure there's a dungeon where you find a book and it's literally like just about, it just says it's full of naked women or something. I don't know. But there's definitely something to do with dragon smut. Because isn't the whole thing with, oh god, what's her name? What's her name? The icy sexy lady that you fight. Isn't her whole thing that she was in love with a dragon? Shiva, thank you. Wasn't that like her whole thing? That she was partaking in the dragon smut? She was a creator of real life dragon smut. Hey there, first time, how are you doing? Biblical war! Oh my god. So, this is just as bad. This is just as bad, just less smutty. So, I wonder if we keep him here long enough, is his arm going to get tired? Because he's been holding that book for a little while. She was a reincarnation of the one who started the dragon smut. See, the creator of the dragon smut, if you will. Someone needs to be the first one to try it. There's always someone who's like the first person to try something. Some things work out, some things don't work out, but you don't know until you try. I was having this conversation, oh my god, this is going to sound so bad. I was having this conversation with my friend yesterday, right? Like, about who was the first to do certain things, and how did they explain it to their friends, right? Not just in a sexual sense, but I was like, for example, cow's milk. Who was the first one who thought, oh yeah, let's suckle on a cow's nip and see what happens, and how did they explain it to their friends? Hey there, Zoo, how are you doing? Is it So or Zoo? How would you prefer the pronunciation? Either way though, welcome on in. I do apologise for the weird topic of conversation. I'm on a weird one today. But, so it started from that, right? And then it kind of obviously went on to other things, and like, I then went, oh, I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say this. You know what, whatever, I'll say it. So, then I was like to my friend, like, who was the first person who did oral, right? And then how did they explain, who decided first to do it? Who convinced who? How did they then explain it to their friends after the fact? You know what I mean? Like, someone experimented somewhere, but who and how and why? And that's the case with a lot of things. You know what I even like certain foods and stuff, like the most innocent of things. Someone had to think of a weird amount of steps to create these things. Like, who figured out butter? Who figured out butter? Hey there, Arak, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. I can tell you it was not with cows at first. It was definitely with goats because of the ass. Oh no! And they were probably Sardinians. I have no idea, but it's just weird, isn't it, when you think about it? It's just a little bit weird. But yeah, I should stop talking about this, but the point still stands. I shouldn't drink caffeine while streaming, I swear to God. I swear to God. Okay, careful now, I was in the mood for some light reading, but if you or your friends so much as take a step, your precious tome goes up in smoke. Up north is the sheep, that's the Welsh. That's the Welsh, Ruby. The Welsh are the ones that enjoy sheep's company. Allegedly. I can tell your butter came from the guys travelling in caravans. Tying milk to the caravan. Oh! Okay, so that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. And honestly, quells a lot of curiosities I had over that situation. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, north of you, I see. North of you. I feel like I shouldn't be caffeinated while talking to people. It's so bad. I had a move-in date on a new apartment yesterday, but the night before it got damaged in torrential rain. What, the apartment? Dodged a bullet because it was before I took possession, but now I have to wait until the end of August. Oh my goodness, what? So the apartment's going to get fixed and then you can move in? You are really lucky with that. Like, oh my goodness. That's wild though. I'm sorry about that. Though I suppose if there was something that was weak and so something got damaged, it would have probably happened very soon after you moved in. So this is, like you say, you dodged a bullet. Absolutely. They're going to give me a different apartment, but it also needs to be renovated. Right. So at least you'll be going into like a renovated apartment, right? So it'll be like nice and new and like put together. We have milk for the end of our journey. I see. See, that's really interesting. It definitely makes a lot more sense that was how butter was founded. Sorry, Ben, your name is not fancy enough. It is not. Ben, man, you're like got the most... I feel like this guy is the only person in Ishgard with a single syllable name. The only one. Should have more caffeinated tofu, honestly. Hopped in the conversation is funny. Hey there, Latte. We went on a really weird one. Hope you're doing good. These Sunday streams, it's always because I have caffeine during them. I end up having the most bizarre, like, trains of conversation and getting so sidetracked. It's dreadful. Funny, but dreadful. This one was renovated too because it's a new management company that just took over from a group that wasn't well handling it. I see. You know what? You've just reminded me. I need to contact my landlord because they asked about a visit and I've not replied to them. So I need to respond to their email. Let me make a note. Here we go. Because it's not for a few weeks, but I need to just get back to them. Otherwise they'll try to get in themselves with their key. And that's going to creep me out while I'm at home. So I'd rather they just knocked on the door. Where are we? We have milk for the end of our journey. At the end of journey. Hey, milk now solid. Oh, well, let's try it. It's not too bad. I love butter. Butter is great. It is Sunday. You're not wrong, but people also say Sunday's kind of a holy day. So I'll be kind of smushing two sides together now. Holy day, Sunday. Smush. Actually, I imagine butter happened because someone had a bottle of milk and riding a horse and it just formed butter. I mean, I guess it's the same kind of principle, right? Whether it was on a carriage or you were on a horse, it was just an accidental occurrence, which makes a lot more sense than someone being like, hey, what happens if I just shake the shit out of this milk? That makes a lot more sense. So I don't imagine it's something someone would think about doing. Do you know what I mean? God is resting. True. God, it's like, God's having a nap. Let's have a party. God's not home right now. That's how the dragon smut started. God wasn't home. He was having a nap. Dragon smut? Dragon smut, anyone? Cheese came from the guy. He was trying to make milk alcoholic. You know what? If that's actually a thing, humans are always just trying to find a way to get like messed up, aren't they? That's what humans seem to exist to do. So while the idea of alcoholic milk really doesn't appeal to me, I'm not a cream liqueur person, I'm not a fan of it, I'm not surprised by the concept. Come over, it's a holy day. God isn't home. Sprints over. Oh, carbonated milk. I've never tried it. I know it's a thing. The idea of it's just really weird to me. Really weird. We're not saving this book. This poor book. There are some weird things out there, isn't there? Let me take a sip of my drink. Sorry. And actually get back to this dialogue, huh? I've never tried cowpiss. I should give it a go. The Parables of Saint Danathin. I know this title. It's the one we were read as children. I recall Father Chosiu gave you his own copy before you left the broom for your higher learning. Then you know how much it means to me. I made a promise to him to keep its lessons dear to my heart, and I've kept it with me ever since. More caffeine, unfortunately, yes. I've never had a root beer float. I've never had root beer. Never had root beer. I do love melon soda, though. Oh my god, melon soda. Any melon soda I find over here just isn't the same, so I'm going to have to try and import some in, really, because I loved it so much. All the more reason to burn it, to scatter the ashes and your dreams along with them. He taught us three the same. Why was I left to rot in this wretched place? Why not you? Why not you or Lee? What made you two so bloody special? You got the syrup of that. What, the melon stuff? Because if I can get that, oh god, he looks angry. If I can get that, I definitely will. You can make floats with any soda. Yeah, I've seen it. I've never tried any sort of soda float. I don't know. I've just never given it a go. Put the book down, Ben, or I'll see you burned as well. Melon soda syrup was at Family Mart. Oh my goodness, I missed out. If I knew, I would have bought some and brought it home or something. Of all the people, you best watch yourselves. The world is changing and we won't listen to your lies anymore. I'll make sure of that. Why was he left behind? I guess because he was willing to do that. Guys, careful. Guys. Oh god. I mean, well done. At least he was wearing gloves, but that was very risky. Have you hurt yourself? Sacrilegious bastard. It's been badly charred. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you won't get much out of it now. 7, hello. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Hope you're doing good today. And thank you. Only found 2 cans good for 10. Okay, so you don't get loads, but you still get like a nice amount. Hey there, Connor, I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Well, at least you got it out. It's better than nothing. Well done, Lee. Very stupid of you, but well done, Lee. At least you're wearing gloves. Worry not, Lee. I've already committed the entire text to heart. I'm just happy it's been returned to me. Typical. You shouldn't let him off the hook so easily, you know. Were it not that I pity him, I'd hand him over to the Inquisitors without a second thought. You're aching today. You had 3 hours of training earlier. Well, well done for doing it. I hope you get lots of rest. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, give me a moment. Just had to clear my throat. But yeah, well done for doing it. You came to help me, yes? Were it not for you, I'm certain they would have turned their hatred towards me soon after. Lee is a more violent Ron. He's just as spontaneous as Ron, isn't he? Absolutely. I wish I could pay you I wish I could pay you for your services, but I'm afraid I live on but a meagre stipend, hardly enough for candles and ink. But if you would be so kind as to tell me your name. Hello! Nice to meet Meowtnya. How Nyan doing today, Cutie Pie? Ah, Cutie Pie! I'm doing good. How are you doing, Nya? Hope you're doing good. Madame Delith, I'm sincerely grateful to you for your protection. I may not have much in the way of coin, but if you're ever in the need of spiritual enlightenment, then you need look no further than the cathedral. Halone's blessings be upon you. Off they go. Bye-bye. What does one do with a smouldering tome of parables? Oh god, this guy again! Will they struggle to abide the lessons of its now blackened words, or rise from its ashes? This answer I eagerly await. This guy still creeps me out, I swear. Look, he creeps me out. He creeps me out big time. You're doing good, glad to hear it. I can't pay you, but can I know your name as payment? You know what, my name is a very valuable thing as well, so it costs a lot. Right, where are we going? We need to get back to the shard. What's your home world and what data center? I am on Goblin, which I believe is on the Crystal data center. You can see up here, Goblin. The temptation to just say something so immature just then. I stopped myself, it's fine. I stopped myself, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Right, let's go and hand in this one. Do, do. Ba, 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 ba. Hello! Were you here before? I don't remember. It's one of the American data centers, isn't it? I think. You've returned, and not a moment too soon. The students seem less anxious, and business has nearly returned to normal. I presume you found out who's been harassing them. Yeah, Ben. Oh dear, not again. Where are the patrols, and when are they needed? They've been spread thin from what I hear. Fortunately, this lady was willing to lend a hand. I was expecting Chaos or Light. Forgot about the world icon. Yeah, I used to be on the Moogle server, I think it was. I used to be on a European data center, but I changed over to this one. I paid to change to play with some friends who I don't talk to anymore, unfortunately. So I'm now over on these American data centers, not talking to the person I moved over for, but I've since made other friends who are on American data centers, so it's not the end of the world. But it means I've got to deal with the latency, which is not quite so fun. So it's definitely worse on these servers compared to the European ones, but you get used to it. Your character model looks wicked. Oh, thank you, Reckless. Much appreciated. Welcome on in. And how are you doing, Fungi, by the way? And you too, Reckless. And Roy, how are you doing today? Good day. What are these friends things of which you speak? Oh, it's a real life friend. We just don't talk anymore. We just kind of grew apart. Nothing too deep. But Suki and Latte are both on the Dynamis data center, which is where I made my new character. And obviously I can also data center jump with my main character. So if they're playing, I hop over and play with them. So I've got friends to play with again now. Plus you guys show up sometimes and chat. So that's fun as well. And I imagine it's easier for you to do that because I'm on these American ones rather than the European ones. Friends must be a foreign language. Never heard of them. Oh, Roy. Roy. Don't. I'm sure you've got friends. I thank you for looking out for the well-being of our pupils. I am Sister Gatel of St. Endelim's Scholasticate. And might I ask your... Oh dear, I know your face. You're Madame Delif, the one who had a hand in revealing the true history of the Holy See. You're good, glad to hear it. Just chilling. How's your day going? Oh, my day's going good. I had a nap this afternoon, and now I'm having a good time on this, and I'm just chilling as well. Glad to hear you're doing good. When I'm on kind of just a random thing once in a while. Yeah, I need to get you guys both back on it. I was pestering Suki about it. Because Suki needs to get through Heaven's Ward, I swear to God. I started a new character on Friday on the same server as you guys. Obviously, I'm still very early in the game on it, but I started that because I just wanted to experience the story again. But I'm always happy to help when you guys do go on to continue the story. What? You mean to tell me I've been asking the Madame Delif tasking the Madame Delif as my errand girl? And you accepted it with such grace. Helene herself could have not managed such a curious encounter. My stammer's going so bad. Take a breath, take a breath. Okay. On the contrary, I believe our meeting is the product of intervention most divine. Madame Delif, if you'd be so inclined, I would like to take you to meet the headmistress of our humble Scholasticate. There you go. Just had to stop for a second. You have to run, but have a wonderful stream. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. By your deeds was light shed on certain inconsistencies in Ishgard's history, and to a lesser extent the church's teachings. Needless to say, the resulting controversy has stained the relationship between the people and the clergy. The foundation of our great city-state rests upon the wisdom of the Enchiridion. Alas, the lowborn in particular has suffered greatly as a result of erroneous interpretations. Some have even begun to wonder if all of our precepts have thus been distorted. Damn you and your fanciful words! We of the Scholasticate are wont to reflect upon these revelations deeper than most. Although we live as scholars, we have grown complacent, accepting a single interpretation set forth by the Archbishop and his predecessors. You were indoctrinated. That was their plan. Although we are openly re-evaluating our teachings, our students continue to be targeted by those who feel they have been deceived. As you yourself no doubt seen, there are those who would rather purge the city of all clergy regardless of their guilt. Which I don't think's the right way to go about it, but I understand their anger. Oh, she's pretty. But with you on our side, surely those miscreants would think twice before harming our students. Pray come and visit our halls. I'm certain the students would be put at ease to see you again as well. North America! Yes, North America servers. Now, who do I need to talk to? I'm guessing it's her. Oh, who's this? Who's this familiar face? I must take my leave and return to the cathedral. Maffy, it has been a pleasure. Madame Deleth, I sincerely hope you shall consider my offer to meet with the headmistress. Halone's blessings be upon you both. Okay. Off we go. Off we go. Oh no, not Lolorito! He's had a growth spurt, I'll say. Right, we need to get ourselves to a shard. Nashi must be so confused. We've run past them so many times. They probably haven't noticed though, let's be real. And sorry if you can hear any shouting. I think the next door neighbour's kid's playing a game or something. So hopefully the mic's not picking it up. If it is though, I'll have to figure something out because they're quite young. So I wouldn't want their voice showing up on the stream. It just feels a bit wrong, doesn't it? Do I have a free company? I don't have one myself, no. I'm on one that I've been on for a while, but I don't really interact with it. But I've never looked into making one myself. Right, we are going in here. Madame Deleth, yes? Sister Gaeta was hopeful you would come and visit. She awaits you inside. Dun dun! Here we go. Oh, it's Bruv! Hey, Bruv. This guy. I'm gonna call you Bruv. I have to call you Bruv. Madame Deleth, welcome to the Scholasticate. I appreciate you coming all this way, but I'm afraid the headmistress is not here at the moment. She's taken leave to rest. Forgive me, but I must ask you to meet with her another day. If you decide to make one, may I join? Oh, absolutely. Is that something people would be interested in? Because if I did make one, anyone would be welcome. It's truly a pity, as I too was looking forward to her audience with you. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Father Bruv. I have heard much about you from Sister Gaetow. I'm sorry, I can't call you Bruvagon. You were just called Bruv. Sup, Bruv? And I'm not going to give it up. I'm sorry. In the headmistress's absence, I have been charged with tending to myriad administrative matters. While that would ordinarily constitute as simply waxing the seal to a pile of parchments, I've been forced to take a more hands-on approach. You what, bruv? You would pay for a server transfer? Oh my goodness, I would never expect that. How does it work making a free company? Don't you need to get like enough people interested in it to be able to make it? The deputy headmaster and I were just discussing a rather troubling event which occurred soon after our students' encounter in the broom, and we fear that it may be connected. I have enough, do I? I've never looked into it. What would I call it? I have questions. Madame Deleth, are you familiar with the statue of Saint Valorant? Ishgard, I love you, but I can't with these names. At the one in the centre of the forum, House Damsel's stonemasons have been working on chiselling a new head, and one of our students has been tasked with overseeing their work. Tofu's closet. What's the character limit? I might just need to call it Tofu or something. Bra Nognon. Oh, maybe, but I'm going to have to call him Bruv. I can't unsee it. Unfortunately, the student has since reported that the piece has vanished from the artisan's workshop. Given that it has little monetary value, Father Bruv and I cannot help but wonder if... She is dead pretty. So pretty. Yay! My handsome butt muncher's back. He is such a dick, right? He's such a dick, but he's so handsome. And I just have a thing for elven men, right? I don't know what it is. There's just something about them. And you only need to be level 25, not in another FC for 12. Oh, only 3 signatures. Oh, that's doable. I thought it was more than that. So if I left my current FC, I would never get that many members, Goose. That's not a concern. So if I left my current FC, left it for 24 hours, and then made one of my own, are there 3 people on my server that would want to join? Because it'd be kind of cool, right? Welcome to Briarden Brand. It is! This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. If the culprit bears a grudge towards this student, Briarden, Consulting Inspectorate... Oh, Briarden, Consulting Inspectorate, your service. Yeah! Adora, what brings you here of all places? Oh, don't tell me. You are the hero that the students have been murmuring about. I cannot say I'm surprised. Oh, he looks so cute when he looks a bit shocked. His eyes are kind of wide. It's kind of cute. You could always start a character to get you a signature. I guess so, right? That'd be a bit cheeky though, wouldn't it? I'm guessing they all have to be on the same server? Not the same data center, but the same server. I'm assuming. Are you acquainted? Nephew! Nephew! We are finding like a family tree. Same server and not in a free company, but can be level 1. Okay, okay. That's not too difficult. Are you acquainted with my nephew, Madame Deleth? Yes, mine uncle. You could say our paths have crossed more than once. You can transfer your character with money. That's what I did with this character. But I don't think I would pay again to transfer. Some people offer... I've seen people do that offering Gil. I have seen some people do that. An idea occurs to me. Give me a second, sorry. You can't wait for the bunnies to be able to wear hats. It will be interesting. It will be interesting. You will. That's up to you, Seven. I don't know if I'm doing it yet. So don't go spending money if it's something that won't happen. You would... I can't believe... You don't have to spend money. Obviously you can, but you don't have to. An idea occurs to me. Adora is an adventurer of exceptional skill in combat and deduction both. Pray, allow me to appoint her as my assistant. No, my associate, in my work here at the Scholasticate. You could make the hunch for... Oh, you could. You could make your ult. A prolonged association is like to raise more than a few eyebrows, if not invite criticism. While I understand your concern, I'm willing to trust Briarden's judgment. Madame Deleth has shown nothing but compassion towards our students. At least permit me her company in ascertaining the piece's whereabouts. You may judge the value of our association afterwards. I'm like halfway through my Realm Centre campaign. And got a lot done in Aether Cactor. Or do you jump around worlds? Very well, but no one is to speak of this to the headmistress. I will allow Madame Deleth to accompany you, but only for the duration of the investigation. And for the love of the Fury, be discreet. Excellent. Come, Adora. Our first course of action will be to question the student responsible for overseeing the statue's restoration. Okay, we are off. Oh, they are indeed related. They are indeed related. Okay, off we go. Oh, hello. You're a wizard, Harry. Madame Deleth, a pleasant surprise to see you once more. Praise be to Halloween. So you were asking after the statue piece. I made sure to lock the workshop door, so I don't understand how it could have been taken. But worry not, I take full responsibility and will personally see it returned. Also, Tofu, you can't swoon over Bryden anymore. He's taken by a woman in the jail. Look. She didn't seem very interested. But I'm also not getting in the way. I'm just appreciating from afar. That's fine. As long as I don't intervene into potential relations. Because your own character... Oh, I see. So you're like partway through A Realm Reborn. I see. Like, there's nothing wrong with a little appreciation of looks from the distance. As long as you don't touch what doesn't belong, then you are okay. Which is why there are many characters in this game who I appreciate from afar, but I will not get involved in their personal matters because I do not know what they are. There won't be necessary, Inspector Bryden at your service. I'm told you have recently harassed by several ruffians in the Broom, and I suspect they may be responsible for this theft. What can you tell me about these men? Nothing, Inspector. I'd never seen them before in my life, and besides, why would they want to steal a statue piece? That makes no sense. In any event, as you said, the responsibility is mine and mine alone. Now, if you would excuse me. Ah. He's like trying to cover up the tracks for Ben, even though of what he did. He's a very loyal friend. Your FC isn't really available as much. That's the problem I tend to have with my FC. I have done a little bit of stuff with them a long while ago. But obviously, where I'm on American servers, understandably, they're all American, right? So they'll often be doing stuff when I'm sleeping, which isn't their fault at all. But it makes it harder to kind of like socialise and intermingle with people because our like lives are on opposite ends of the clock, if that makes sense. Admirable sense of responsibility notwithstanding, he's clearly hiding something. Your entire friend group has stopped playing. Oh no! See, me and a close friend of mine were playing together for a long while, but they stopped playing as well. I've been trying to get them back into it. Them back into it, but it hasn't happened yet. Maybe when the next big thing comes through, maybe I can get them a bit more inclined. I think they were waiting for all of the patches to come out after Dawn Trail, so they could do all of the patches together, which is fair enough. And then from there, maybe the next expansion. Oh, ads. Are you still in the ads? Have you been released from the ad jail? I do try to do as few ads as possible, but I have to have some. I can't turn them all off. But because I've decreased them by so much, I don't get ad revenue. Which is like fair enough. I'd rather have less ads, to be honest, because I find them irritating. You're free. You're free from the ads. Good to know. And Adora, I think we may find our answers in Foundation. While I make inquiries in the Broom, I ask that you keep your eye on the Foreroom. Many miscreants are want to delight in their misdeeds, and this one may be drawn to the statue. Just watching my model's mouth freak out while I'm drinking my drink, that's quite funny. Okay, so we are leaving here. Yeah, fat fingers. What clumsy fingers? I do a lot of typos. I think at the moment I'm doing more typos because I normally have quite long nails, but my nails have been breaking a lot lately, so I've cut them short, thinking they probably just need a chance to kind of recover, regrow, that sort of thing. But because I'm used to having the nails, the way I hold my hands when I'm typing is a bit different now, so I keep on making typos I wouldn't usually make. Because instead of my nails now, I'm typing with my fingertips instead, and I'm not used to doing that. It's weird. I need tappy type. See, I'm fine without it because I'm used to typing with nails, right? The problem comes when I cut my nails. So now, it's not that I need a tappy type, it's just I'm not used to using only my fingertips, if that makes sense. Were they waving at me? Were you waving at me? I'll give a wave back. Wave. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, I've seen those, the clip-on nails. I see those. Which one is you, Goose? Hi, Goose. How you doing? How you doing? Go on, I'll accept a friend request. There you go. You accidentally pressed that? Oh, don't worry at all. It's all good. Where are we going? We need to go over to the pub. We're going to the pub. We're going to the pub. Who would like a drink? Goose on the loose! Oh no! Now, am I in the right bit? They've given me a very big... Oh, there we go. Theo, get your butt back here. Stop. Don't talk to Ben. Ben doesn't deserve it. Ben is a bit of a dick, right? You tried. He still burnt your book, and he knows how much that book meant to you. Sometimes you just need to let a person go. Just let him go. He's not worth it. He's not worth it. He needs to do something big to redeem himself. You need to be less forgiving. Look after yourself, Theo. Look after yourself. You do have an alt character that's named Canadian Gooseman. Oh, fun. Madame Delif, how did you... I suppose I should be honest with you. I'm certain the stolen piece is in that crate. I know you are helping the inspector, but I beg you, let me try to reason with Ben first. Ben, please return the statue piece and all shall be forgiven. You do understand the consequences of what you're doing? Defiling a saint's monument is a serious crime. When Father Chosu read our stories at the orphanage, your loved ones, about Saint Valorant, do you not wish to see that statue restored? My voice sounds familiar. I wonder where from. An azure dragoon who drew the great worm away from Ishgard. For all we know, that too was a lie. Have I been on YouTube somewhere? No, I mean I have a YouTube channel where I upload my VODs. But beyond that I haven't been. The Holy See and the bloody Highborn deceived us, Theo. They built their fortunes on our backs, but you would willingly believe those lies if it meant a chance at a better life for yourself. I wonder who I sound like. I'm really curious now. I knew you were the one behind this. You've been following Theo and me ever since we met in the broom. I'm glad that Theo has a more outspoken friend because he is an absolute pushover. He's very sweet, but he is a pushover. Be careful, Adora. He's not going to give it up without a fight. Oh, ready to go. Pointy stick and all. Wait, all of you. I still believe Ben will do what's right. There you go again, turning up your nose and spewing shite as if you're one of them. Don't you see? I am doing what's right. I'm ridding us of these false heroes. Bah, keep your bloody head and your library and your lessons filled with lies. Believe them if you want. You're just as bad as the rest. He's right to be angry. I dreamt of teaching our people to walk in Helone's grace, but when the scripture itself has been called into question, how am I to find my own way? It's time for violence! I'm always ready for violence. Whatever should I do? Forge your own path. You can still believe in the gods and things, just take on what's been taken on, and decide your path from there. My own path? You mean interpret the scriptures on my own? A different approach to our faith. To be sure, but mayhap you have the right of it. Forgive me, Ben, but I have come too far to give up now. If Helone's teachings have been distorted by man's hands, then by man's hands must they be redeemed. You can still believe in the gods. I killed them, but you can still believe. You're not wrong. I did kill them, but, that's all well and good, but we won't change Ishgard by standing around in the snow. At least Ben's left us the statue piece. We'd best return it before that prized peacock starts walking it to the deputy headmaster. Am I in Heavensward? Oh, I'm up to date on the story, so I'm up to the current patch in Dawn Trail. But these are some side stories that I've not done, the Hildebrand quests, so that the funny detective stuff. So we're on the Heavensward bit of those, but that's not MSQ, it's like a separate thing. Will you come too, Adora? I'm sure he'll appreciate your help in retrieving it. Right, okay, so we're bringing this statue back. How did they heft this thing all the way up here? They must have had friends with them, unless Ben is like mighty strong. Yeah, I'm kind of end game. I still don't really do very complicated stuff, because obviously there's the extremes and all of that sort of stuff. I am not brave enough, but I've just been trying to get all of my classes up to max level. So this is like where I'm at the moment with getting my classes all done. So I'm getting there. But yeah, basically kind of end game. Hey there, Biggles. We are investigating, but we're doing good. How are you doing? I need to go back over here. And then into here. Do. What quest are we up to? Benefits of the... So where's this in relation to... Here we go. Okay, so this is the end of the second quest in this patch. So we've got 2 more. Okay, so we're doing good for time. You're working on your classes as well? What's been your favourite class so far? Do you have like a preference? Hello, bruv. What's up, bruv? How you doing, bruv? You're doing good. Glad to hear it. Happy to be resting today. Oh, absolutely. I hope you're getting lots of rest. My stomach gets so much worse when I've had caffeine, and I'm doing a stream with loads of reading. The two do not go together. So bad. Oh God. Madame Delif, I see you've returned as well. Lee and Fiumacent have just finished explaining to me what happened. I thank you for your help in resolving this matter swiftly. He didn't even do anything to help. But there appears to be something missing, Adora. Pray tell, what became of the suspect? Surely these two wish to seek justice for the theft. Oh, he's holding his burnt book. Those two will tell you naught, Inspector, for they are the culprits whom you seek. Oh, this guy! Don't frame them like that. This asshole! We've met him once and I didn't like him. These absolute... Oh God, there's another one. Arsehole number 2. God damn it. Allow me to shed some light on this troubling situation. As a son of House Damsel, it pained me to learn that our artisan's precious work had been spirited away, so I saw fit to conduct my own investigation. I followed Lee at a distance, only to find him and his friend consorting with the culprit. Camaraderie among orphans of the broom is to be expected, but it's still a saint's head, so they may retrieve it to prove their merit. Hey there, Brush, how you doing? Bwah! And such desperation that they would desecrate a tome in this manner. You would expect a seminarian to treat any holy text with the utmost care, even if they are but children's stories. You have it wrong! You absolute butt munch! You're just up on your high horse because they're orphans from the Brum. You don't like it. Piss off, you priggish whore, son. Dora was there. She'll tell you you're wrong. Enough. You will all conduct yourselves with decorum and as befits seminarians. Lee, we will discuss penance for your foul language anon. Blah! So many blahs. Father Bruv, if I may, the next time the Scholasticate apportions work with the sacred monuments, pray entrust the task to me. I'm certain that artisans of my house would be at ease knowing that their work was in cleaner, more dependable hands. Cleaner hands! Ooh, not even your handsome Elzen face is enough to get away with this. You are just a butt. At least Briarden's kind of like a bit rude, but kind of harmless. You're just a dick. You're just a downright dick. Some classist, pompous butt munch. Father Bruv. How can you not call him Father Bruv? He is kind of Chad-facing, isn't he? As for my ignoble peers, if the comprehension of advanced scripture is still beyond you, such that you require a tattered tome of children's lessons, then allow me to procure for you a new copy of my own coin. You need not thank me. House Damsel prides itself on its charity to the deprived. Father Bruv! Father Bruv! His name's spelt like with Bruv, so that's what I'm just going to call him. My tome, if you would. Ah, Theo! You are a pushover, but you're very sweet. crypto bro! He would be. He would so be a crypto broker and like an AI slop user. He really would be. How long are you planning to just lie there? Now ooh. Now we've got some nice looking ladies. He isn't daddy material, unfortunately. You're completely hopeless. Oh, they're going to be rude as well. Well, I don't like you anymore. Go away. Stop being so rude. She seems a bit reluctant about it, so she might be savable. Samurai for most, but I'm stuck on a class quest for samurai. Keep failing against some ninjas. A damn dog beast and a dirty outlaw samurai. Can you not lower the difficulty? On the class quest if you fail it the first time? Thank you, Blazy. It's heresy. Yeah, that also works. Oh, I think she she's so cute. I think she likes him. Oh, see, I like her. She's sweet. Oh, she really likes him. Oh, she's adorable. She's adorable. She's so sweet. 56 or level 56. What I mean is, if you fail an instanced thing on the leveling quests, it normally gives you a pop-up to change the difficulty down if you're struggling on it. There was a couple where I kind of struggled, so I just dropped the difficulty down. This is what happens when you let him walk all over you. It'll be a miracle if we're not branded heretics by the end of this term. Lee, via Ascent, consider this a warning. You were saved this time solely by Madame Delif's integrity and the grace of the Fury, but I will not turn a blind eye if you continue to fraternize with questionable company. We need to get Theo and the cute girl set up. They'll be such a cute couple. They would be so stinking sweet. We need to get them two set up. Do we get them set up in these quests? I would love that. Not the creepy guy again. No, not the creepy guy. The insurmountable wall between the highborn and lowborn. I wonder, did our ancestors build it brick by brick? Or was it fate which drove us apart? And where shall we go from here? Scary. It just creeps me out. There's some where I struggle too. In particular, there's a Black Mage quest where you go to the Sogoli Desert and have to close a void gate on a hill where some undead dudes constantly spawn at high speeds. I think I know the one you mean. Your armour is like the starting samurai gear. Could your gear be a little underleveled? What level do you start samurai at? Is it 50? Madame Delif, I must apologise for the behaviour of my students. They've been at each other's throats since the revelations came to light. As for your performance, you have surpassed my expectations, and I will allow you to assist Briardin in his work at the Scholasticate. Well done. Yeah, 50. I can't imagine your gear's too underlevelled then at that point. It might help though. If I may be so bold, Uncle, though I have but arrived, and this is the only case you have had me investigate thus far, I must say that I found it rather a waste of my talents. While theft is indeed a serious matter, I cannot help but wonder if this was merely some pretense. Surely you have a more pressing problem. See you later, So. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for popping by. I do hope I can see you in the future. Sleep well. An astute observation. I expected nothing less. There is indeed another matter I should discuss with you and your newly appointed associate. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yay! Nice to see you, Briardin. Missed you. Okay, cool. Now we've got that done. Oh, thank you for helping out, Arak. I appreciate it. I'd better start from the beginning. It would not do to involve Madame Delif with our affairs without first ensuring She possessed a proper understanding of how our seminary functions and how we have been forced to change. You see, most men and women of the cloth go on to live fulfilling lives as pastors, academics and poets. However, those who graduate from the Scholasticate with the highest marks are given the opportunity to serve in the vault and perhaps one day rise to prominence. He's very uptight, but there's something about him that I find endearing. He is also very hot, which helps with the situation, but there seems to be like, he's very uptight, he's very full of himself, but there's like an underlying well intent about him that stops me being completely annoyed by him. Whereas like the other elven guy from before, he's just a douche, so there's very little redeeming him. Whereas Briarden seems like he has some redemption going on, if you know what I mean. The stakes are quite high for those who seek such prestige, for they know full well that their academic performance may determine their future. It is they who strive for the top three seats that are granted the Scholasticate's official endorsement, the Trinity. And so those who wish to guide Ishgar's faithful spend their days accumulating marks through academic pursuits, while at the same time honing their skills to persuade others to share their interpretations of scripture. I was a bit confused because you have a... Oh, I see what I was confusing you because of the name. Up until now, it resulted in no more than the occasional lively debate, for the Holy See was ultimately responsible for dictating doctrine. Ranking was naturally determined by one's familiarity with said doctrine. However, in light of recent events, that's no longer an option. Simply put, we cannot currently assess the academic performance in a traditional manner, as a significant portion of the curriculum has been called into question. As a result, we have been forced to consider more subjective methods. I feel like it's been so long since I've played Samurai that I'm probably really like a small amount of help. I'm trying to remember which quest this is. Arak seems to be more on board with it than I am. They seem to understand which one it is better than me. You consider him Uncle Briarden, that's fair enough. Would that make Bruv your great uncle? Because Bruv is Briarden's uncle, so Bruv is your great uncle. And thank you for the anonymous sub-gifter, much appreciated. Thank you for the 4 gifted. You didn't have to, but very much appreciated. The second one, honestly, it's been so long since I've done Samurai at all. You're trying to remember the fight better. It might just be... I wonder if you can find on YouTube someone doing it. Because people tend to post YouTube videos of these things, don't they? The secret tofu enjoyer. They are a secret tofu enjoyer, but a very appreciated one. I still need to fix my notifications. And in this time of uncertainty, students are wont to lash out at their peers, whom they fear will exploit this interim system to their advantage. Distressing, I suppose, but what does this have to do with us? I require your unparalleled skills of observation and deduction. The one in Lanacia? Oh jeez. How long ago did I even do Samurai? What's the name of the quest? I wonder if we could find a video. The only way to put an end to this bickering between students is to ensure beyond a shadow of a doubt that our interim evaluations are conducted in a fair and equitable manner. I ask you to stand as an observer until a new curriculum is decided. Our evaluation system is vulnerable. In other words, you want us to catch the cheaters. Precisely. Now then, I have received word that the headmistress has returned to her office in the cathedral. I would ask that you introduce yourselves. But there is something you should keep in mind when speaking with headmistress Elvian. She was appointed to her position by the former archbishop, thus her views on the curriculum are quite traditional. I would advise you discuss matters regarding the Holy See with the utmost care. Okie dokies. Go in, kick the door down and say, "Oi, your old-fashioned stuff is nonsense." Get your head out of your ass and think about it. That's exactly what they mean, right? That's keeping it considerate, being fragile about it, being calm about it, level-headed. It's not going to cause any problems, is it? I'm sure it's not. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be all right. That's definitely the way to go about it. Right, where are we going? Ah, I see. That's it. Perfect. That's exactly what we need to be doing. Should I do a little pray before hello? Wait a sec. We're here. We may as well respect. Let me do a little. There you go. A little prayer. A little prayer. Okay, cool. And then over here. We've been expecting you. The headmistress awaits within. Take a sip of my water. Centi 71, so that's a while off. I gotta pray for forgiveness, like, Helone, forgive me for what I'm about to do. Kicks door down. Oi! Pray for forgiveness beforehand. Right. Headmistress, may I have the pleasure to introduce the individuals who shall be in charge of keeping order at the Scholasticate. This is Consulting Inspector Briarden and his associate Adora Deleth. Battle on Becco. I'm gonna have to give that one a Google. Adora Deleth, I must say, Father Bruv, your selections are rather appropriate. Ahem. We thank you both for your service in our time of need. I trust that Father Bruv has briefed you on our humble seminary. St. Adelim's Scholasticate has produced Ishgard's finest clergy for centuries, including countless men and women who have served in the highest echelons of the Holy See. You know what? Interestingly, for as closed-minded as Ishgard was in some ways, they're probably more gender diverse in their clergy than actual real life religion. You know what I mean? Because even just being like a lady priest is like a weird thing. And we've got this headmistress lady, we've got the other clergy lady we're standing with. It's kind of a surprise. Kind of a surprise. All of whom were spared a brutal death on the battlefield in service to a misguided war they or so some might be given to say. I remember the vague shape of the fight, like you're on a ship and you have to wipe out a bunch of ninjas, and then there's a Rogadin samurai who's not really a samurai. But I don't remember exactly what he does. Oh! I think I remember the ship! Wait. I think I remember the ship. I don't remember having a problem on this one, but I wonder if my gear was better. Because I remember fighting a Rogadin on the ship. Weird thing to remember, but you just like unlocked a memory. I'm trying to remember what he does there. I just remember fighting him. Indeed some might, and they would not be entirely mistaken, for while we were wholly unaware of the deception perpetrated by the archbishops, we did unwittingly sustain to our sorrow. The idea that we willingly subjected them to false precepts is, of course, preposterous, a contrived fantasy. Nevertheless, some fervently believe it true, and these self-same individuals have come to view our instructors and students as targets for their misguided anger. And it's too late for me to manage to start transferring your roster back to Balmung? It is of paramount importance that we restore faith in the teachings, yet how are we to regain trust of the common man when our own seminaries are embroidered in childish squalls? You refer to this tension regarding the interim evaluation system. Mistress is kind of hot. If you're into a gilf, if a gilf is something to your liking, fair game. Fair game, I ain't judging. He uses bombs and he spreads dirt in your eyes and stuns you and tries to end you with an ultimate move. I don't remember all of that. Quite frankly, it is but one facet. Classes have also been suspended until we complete our own painstaking review of the curriculum. Some students have taken leave. Well, The blonde one is. The blonde one's kind of hot. Yeah, she's hot. I agree. I thought you were talking about this lady. If you're into gilfs, fair game to you. Some students have taken leave, while the more dedicated have taken it upon themselves to conduct independent work to demonstrate their merits. Apparently at work there are several of my co-workers. She's the hot one. She's the one that's kind of hot. Co-workers that refer to me as the Silver Fox. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. I think when someone calls you a Silver Fox, they mean it in like a positive way. We cannot allow this situation to continue indefinitely. Graduation is approaching and we must make our recommendations, but the senior class is divided and they know not how they will be evaluated. I mean, it is, but at the same time you're only 40. I mean, I think it's still a fair game at that point of 40. Because I think Silver Fox isn't just like a hair colour thing, for example. I think it's like an energy as well. Like you need to have Silver Fox energy. And like I don't know how to explain what that is, but someone can be like good looking but not let off Silver Fox energy. There's just something about it which is like a good vibe, and like not all guys manage to pull it off. So it's a compliment in more ways than one. I mean, I can say I think I wear my silver hair well. Exactly, there you go. But you also let off Silver Fox energy. And that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing anyway. Rather, they understand how they will be evaluated, but have no faith that our methods will produce a fair result. A concern not without merit, I must confess. I too suspect that some may be driven to manipulate the interim system to their advantage. I expect some have already tried, but that's where we have brought in outside observers, Inspector Brereton, Adora Deleth. If anyone is engaging in unscrupulous behaviour, I should have it brought to an end at once. May the Fury guide you in your task. Okie dokies. He mainly uses his katana and plays dirty with using bombs and throws at different locations. I'm trying to remember the samurai's kind of moveset. Are you able to stun him to disrupt certain actions? Because normally you'll get like the bar at the top, which is like a person about to do a move, right? And some of them can be interrupted. Are you able to interrupt any of his things? Now then, before we proceed, might you both tell us a little about your students? Student's father? Which one's father? Father? Oh, as in like Father so-and-so, like a priest. I got confused then. My apologies, I'm Father Saturnoise. Saturnoise? Saturnoise. In addition to teaching the fundamentals of Hellenic polity, I also oversee fundraising for the stipends of unprivileged students. You just move to the side. That works as well. That works too. While I would like to help you, I think my opinion would not do them justice. I would suggest getting to know them yourselves. And I'm guessing you're using... oh god, what's it called? The move where as you do damage it heals you back up. Using a bit of that. Using your second wind if you need to. I'm guessing you're using that too. I feel the same way. The way in which people speak in front of their instructors is not the same as amongst themselves. In my 10 years of counselling, they have minded their etiquette and are naught but cordial to me. However, I can recommend one of my students who is quite vocal. Mayhap you try speaking with the dormitory prefect, Arkham Badin. Given his closeness to the students' social affairs, he may be able to give you an insight of what they talk about. Arkham Badin? Ah yes, the silver-haired boy, a son of... oh, was it him? The dickwad, oh no. We shall heed your suggestion, Sister Gaetau, given his duty and status. I don't want to talk to him. He's a dick. Oh, come on then. We'll go and talk to him. I do love the windows. Back in here we go. Back in here we go. I'm getting a bit of a headache. Right, where is he? Don't give me more of a headache, I swear to God. I have a pointy stick and I will use it. Has no one ever told you that brandishing weapons is frowned upon in places of enlightenment? That is, unless Lee sent you to store up more trouble. Rest assured that my associate inspector draws her armaments only to resolve troublesome situations, not create them. We merely came to ask of your well-being and your expectations for the future. He did call me out! He's so rude! He would probably like a pointy stick. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Under the auspices of the headmistress, I'm sure. Very well. I, Le Brasseur de Buffont of House Buffont, in service to House Dasmel, present to you... Oh God, calm down. It's fine. You can stop kissing his ass. It's fine. Calm down. He's such an ass kisser, this guy here. You don't need to introduce him. We know who he is. God. As prefects for the Scholasticate dormitory, we are responsible for keeping the peace between our fellow seminarians, and yet, you started a fight. You started it! Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not the foreigner who went to rather great lengths to expose the Archbishop's falsehoods, responsible for the re-evaluation of the entire curriculum? That would be me. Quite the resolution that, and for what? Every great nation's history is marred by the sins of the past. Alamigo, Aldar, Limsa Laminsa, please, each was built on the foundation of lies and blood. That doesn't justify it though, which is not to say we elites should not learn from these mistakes, but we who have served as shepherds of the people for thousands of years have a duty to maintain order through the preservation of tradition. Would a Wainwright cast aside his father's best cart when it has but a broken wheel? Indeed, Alcombaddin and I have said as much to those who support a more radical approach. The last thing we need is young seminarians running about crying for reformation. I see, so you both have quite an active... Oh, you have both been quite active in convincing the other students to see things your way. How have you fared? 'Tis hardly a daunting task. Many seek comfort in consistency. Sister Gaytail has tasked us with bringing back the students who took leave. Why not let our results determine how persuasive we are? Thank you, gentlemen, for your cooperation, and wish you the best of luck with your efforts. Now then, Adora, if these students are bringing back their truanted peers, there must be others who are doing the same. They'll split up and seek out the participants. I see where they're coming from, but I don't wholeheartedly agree. Right, off we go. Right, so we've got... Oh, we're going out here. Okay. Going out here. And then to the jeweled crozier. Okay. I went to the wrong one, but that's fine. We can run round. Actually, no, but we may as well teleport. I'm being lazy. There we go. So, where might you be? In this big old chunky circle, you're probably up the stairs, aren't you? Right, where are you? Where are you? Show yourself. Oh, there they are. I use free samurai move. I don't remember what level you get it at. Let me do a Google. Let me do a Google. Samurai move sets. Here we go. Job guide. So, oh god, it's been so long since I've done this. Okay, so do you not get it on Samurai? I thought you did, but maybe you don't. Oh no, there you go, Bloodbath. You should have Bloodbath. So Bloodbath converts a portion of physical damage dealt to HP. So that's good. Obviously you have Faint, which lowers the damage dealt by the enemy. So that could prove helpful as well. And then Second Wind is like an instant heal. So they can help you. Yeah, I've just gone onto the page. I couldn't remember the level, so I'm looking at it now. So obviously you've got those things to help you out. God, I can't even remember how to use Samurai. It's been so stinking long. Oh my god. Oh, of course, yeah, you got to do the Sen gauge, don't you? Closed eye or open eye? Let's have a look. Oh, don't bookmark. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Control F. Oh, I did it again. Control F. Control. There we go. Closed. Let me just search for eye. Third eye. So third eye reduces the amount of damage taken by the next attack by 10%. So if you know a big attack is coming, you can use third eye to make it lighter. So that may also help. The more it fights, the more kenky it gets. Ba-dum-dum-tsh. Third eye is Shingen. For some reason it was translated. Ah. But there's some little things that may help using those if you're not using them already. It's good to get into the habit of using them. I sometimes forget to, which is very bad. Your voice and accent is amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Arrow. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing good. You got me a little flustered there. No, I hope you're doing well. This girl must be cold. Her entire back is out in the middle of Ishgard. A new exotic flower graces us of her presence today. Well met, my dear. Oh, you're a flirt. You're a flirt. And what am I? Chopped liver? He was looking at me until you showed up. He is an absolute flirt. And I also used to have a heel that came after you used it successfully. I see. I see. You are helping Inspector Briarden. Pleasure to meet you. I am Kremenvoy de Maitini, but you may address me simply by my first name. I'm just going to call you Cram. I'm just going to call you Cram. So what brings you to the pillars? Could it be you are to observe how we go about convincing truant seminarians to return? Then by all means, let me show you how it's done. I must admit, I find many of the other students rather intimidating, but thanks to Cram, I'm considering returning to the Scholasticate to resume my studies. We were just discussing the responsibility the Highborn have to redress the imbalance of the Fury's love will all men receive, and by the balance of her spear will all be set free. So it is written in Volume 11 of the 72 Articles of Hellenic Polity. Equal under her ever-watching gaze. Ah, would that you graced our halls with your presence once more, that I might favour you with mine own gaze. I fondly recall seeing your lovely face always buried in that tome. So you're just flirting with everyone to get them to come back. Cram. Fair enough if it's working, but you need to calm down. Hey there, Sly. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Oh, Cram, you did notice. I thought to pen a lengthy treatise on it, but I could not make do once the volume vanished. Never mind. Yeah, stop that sentence where it started. You're doing good. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. So you held Matthew by searching for that tome. With how relevant the content has become these days, I suppose it's not surprising it would go missing. In any event, you've convinced me. I'll gather my things and return to the dormitory straight away. Yes, that's the way. One must seize the moment and act upon one's convictions. Life is but a fleeting, fragile thing. Wouldn't you agree, my dear? Well, I have done my part in guiding a little lamb back to the flock, and now to celebrate over a well-deserved nap, I bid you both farewell. My flirting here is done. I will now have a nap. Enjoy your nap, Cram. Have a good nap. Take a sip of my water while we find the other one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Proper sprint. Looks like they're racing me. I'm gonna win. I've got longer legs. You can't stop me. Oh no, they're pulling ahead. Wait. I need to go over here. Oh, Theo! Theo! Well, now that my work is done, I'm going to bed. Anyone want to join me? Cram, goddammit. Goddammit, Cram. Oh, hello, Dora. Lee and I were just about to visit our friends in Foundation and try to convince them to return to their studies. Life is too short, eat the 20 tacos. I can barely finish 3 tacos. I don't even know if I could finish 3 of them. I guess it depends how full they are. How are you doing though, Star? I hope you're doing good. It's been difficult since we aren't exactly held in high regard right now. The dormitory prefects have made sure of that. We must do all in our power to motivate our friends to come back to the Scholasticate. Then we can strive for high marks together. Right, and then we can convince our peers that we are just as worthy as any highborn in the clergy. They will welcome us with open arms, and all will be well in Ishgard. If Akrumbadin and his cronies receive the Scholasticate's endorsement, no one will ever listen to us. We can't let them take the Trinity. I would rather not think of it that way, Lee. Let us focus on bringing back as many people as we can. I'd settle for 1 taco right now. Oh God. Big fat taco. I need to think about dinner. What am I doing for dinner? My stammer is getting worse. Well, that's how the Highborn are thinking about it. The more vocal we become, the more they will see us as a threat. That's why we have to stick together. What are my options for dinner? I could do chicken wings. I have stuff for spaghetti bolognese. I've got stuff for katsu curry. I've got pizza. Because I went to the shop yesterday, so I've got options. Yeah, more caffeine. I think the caffeine's the problem. Though, I still have some left. So bottoms up, pinky out, bottoms up. Chug, 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 chug. I can't do chugging. I'm not very good at it, but I'll take another sip. Pizza is always the answer. The thing is with pizza, I love pizza, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to find a supermarket pizza at the moment because every time I start liking one, they change it and it kind of just starts sucking. Like, I used to buy Tesco's own brand fresh pizzas and they used to be quite nice, and then they changed them and now they're really bland. So I started buying the Pizza Express fresh pizzas only when they're on offer. At first they were really nice, not enough cheese, but I can always add some extra cheese, it's not the end of the world. But then they turned really bland, so I've bought a ZZ's frozen one to try and see if it's any good. But just pizzas just keep on, like, I guess they're like taking stuff out of it, I don't know. But they'll start off really nice and then they'll just go so bland. So I'm just like, ugh, it's so annoying, it's so annoying. What does that mean? You need to self-fuel pizza. What do you mean? In we go. Oh, there's a lot of people in here. Wait, the cute one. Wait, she's in here as well. The cute one. Yay. Take it to Antarctica. There is a lot of people here, huh? Why do they have a different coat to these guys? Is it based on like year group? Or is it based off... Oh, I wonder if it's like a blood thing. Are these guys all highborns and they're lowborns? Because they're orphans, aren't they? Is that what it is? Guys, there's no need to make that to make people stand out like that. Come on. Hey, Cram, how was your nap? With all the young women returning, mayhap I'll have more incentive to linger in the library. Oh. Right, go on, Bryden. What's up? Right then, let us see how competitive these students truly are. So here in the American South, we buy crappy $1 store brand frozen pizzas and then we add stuff to it. Oh, I see. See, the problem I'm having with pizzas from the supermarket at the moment is the sauce, like the pizza sauce. That's what's going bland. Because I'm never against adding stuff to a pizza. I've done it more than once. But the sauce is just getting bland, and I feel like if you have a rubbish sauce on your pizza, there's no saving it. It's just a rubbish pizza at that point. Yeah, barbecue sauce sometimes. I'm not a big barbecue sauce pizza person. I always dip my pizza into like a garlic dip, but like if the tomato sauce is just bland, it just ruins it all. It just ruins the experience. I don't know. Maybe I should just make my own pizzas. I can buy a pizza base and just make my own pizzas. It's not like it's difficult. Maybe that's what I need to do. So it wouldn't be hard. It's just smush some sauce on, slap some toppings on top. I'm not making the pizza base. What about an Alfredo sauce base? I've never tried. I should give it a go though, right? You approve. Why not? Why not? That's what I'm thinking. If the problem's the pizza sauce, if I just find a brand of pizza sauce I like and just buy some of that, then that's kind of like the problem solved, isn't it? And then you have enough for more than one pizza as well. Pizza dough isn't hard. It's not hard. I know it's not hard. I'm just like, how easy can I make this to do? Because if I make it too complicated, I just won't do it. Ruby's not a fan of the Alfredo. Then purchase a blanket pizza dough and build your own. That's what I'm thinking. Either buy a base or buy the dough. I'll probably just buy a base. Because I know that Morrison's, you can buy pizza bases from them. Because they do fresh pizzas. And their bases aren't that bad. So if I get like a pizza base and like make my own pizza, that might be what I need to do. The best pizza is no sauce, no toppings and cheese. Isn't that just basically cheese on toast by that point? Isn't that basically just cheese on toast? People keep on saying Alfredo is Italian. Is Alfredo an Italian-inspired thing? Kind of like how tikka masala, the curry, is not an Indian curry, it's an English curry, but it's inspired obviously by Indian flavours. Is it the same kind of concept? What's my favourite pizza toppings? I like meaty pizzas, so I tend to go like for pepperoni, bacon, sausage, like stuff like that. I don't often put vegetables on my pizza, but if I do, it tends to only be like mushroom. But I tend to go for quite meaty pizzas. So when I order pizza from Pizza Hut, for example, I'll do the create my own. And I always do the same toppings. I always do the triple cheese blend, so it's got the extra cheese. Then I do specifically the cup and crisp pepperoni, the crispy ones rather than the big ones, because I think they taste better. And then depending on my mood, sometimes I'll do double bacon, sometimes I'll do bacon and ham. And that tends to be what I go for with pizza. Though, I will say, I've recently started enjoying hot honey on pepperoni pizza. It's a new thing to me, but it's actually really nice. Very much have been enjoying it. I've not tried it on a pizza at home. Maybe I should buy some hot honey and do that. Because it's definitely been something that I've really gotten on board with. I didn't fully understand it at first, but now I totally get it. Hot honey on a pepperoni pizza, really good, really good. And here I thought you'd get... What do you mean, Ruby? That doesn't make sense to me. It brings me joy to see so many of our brothers and sisters return to the Scholasticate. Sister Gatel, the floor is yours. Oh, it's a meme. That went right over my head. Oh, I know the one. Is it the one where it's literally just a picture of a pizza base with just some meatballs thrown on the side and that's like basically it? Is that the one? I will now announce how many of our stray sheep each student has persuaded to come home. Right, yes, I know the one. It took me a moment to wig onto it. Both Fiamacent and Lee were able to bring back one student each. Janchet guided 2 back into our arms. Arcambadin and Lebressor were each able to convince 3 students to return. The most of all, excellent work, all of you. What about Cram? Cram, what did you do? Yeah, what about the students that Cram convinced to return? People order some weird stuff, right? Oh, is this true? Are we missing someone from the count? The girl you speak of has formally withdrawn from the Scholasticate. Apparently she was not at all enthusiastic about returning, as she led Cram to believe. Mayhap she chose to play along so that he would cease his harassment. Ah, poor Cram. My coat? Oh god, what's it called? Is it the urban coat? Is that what it's called? The rebel coat. It might be the rebel coat. I will check in just a bit. And perhaps it was for the best. She rarely engaged her fellow students, instead choosing to sit alone and read the articles of Hellenic polity. And given the recent revelations, I suspect she became disillusioned with the faith. Strange you would say that. When I last spoke with her, Eula was quite interested in volume 11's equal under her ever-watchful gaze passage, one that you and your master would sooner pretend did not exist. If she were the victim of harassment, I rather expect it was at your hands. Beef left? Oh, I hope not. Are you implying that we had something to do with it because we did not share her views? What rot! You dishonour yourself and your house with such baseless accusations. Rather you would if aught remained of your house to dishonour. Ooh, throwing shade. Throwing shade. I yield, good sir, I yield. I lack the qualities the Honourable Lord Arcambadin possesses, which enable him to deliver such observations. Well, if Eula has withdrawn, then I must mourn her departure by walking through the dormitory halls reciting excerpts from volume 11. And how do you intend to do that? Volume 11 of the Articles of Hellenic Polity has been missing for some time now. Oh, smile. The tomes themselves are inconsequential. If one has taken the words to heart, how fortunate we are that the wisdom of our forebears is not so easily forgotten. Would you not agree? They were just throwing shade at each other, I swear. Just throwing so much shade, such impotence as befits a sick son. Of all of his failings, his father was wise to send him away. I feel like the high houses are the worst for it as well. So much shade. I would like him a lot more if he had a different hairstyle and wasn't such a snob. He's such a snob. Like, I feel like his personality just instantly makes him like unattractive and unappealing. Because he's just like, I feel like nothing's really come out of him that's not been sniding someone else. And it's like, just calm down. It's not, I understand there's a lot going on right now. There's no need to be such a butt munch about it. At any rate, we are blessed that this handful of truants have returned to us. Truly, it is the Fury's will that we have overcome these trials and tribulations, and move forward with a singular vision for the future. Hopping on Final Fantasy, planning on transferring to your home world for the first time, just you and see maybe to join up making. I don't know if I'm going to make an FC. Maybe I'll mention it over on the Discord server and see what people think. So I don't want to just assume that people would want to join such a thing. A student of keen interest in a controversial precept who withdraws without explanation. This seems rather odd to me as well. Mayhap it is worthy of our attention, because I don't know how much... I'm trying to figure out how best to word it. I don't know how involved it will be. Like if things will be set up or if it's just going to be a means of communication, in which case you don't really need an FC for that. Like people are always welcome to ask questions and whatnot over on the Discord server, and then you don't need to worry about paying money to transfer like servers and whatnot. There's always ways to go about these things. I was talking to someone last night on my other character, because they asked me where I got my minion from, and I explained to them it was given to me, but you can get it from X, Y and Z, and they were quite new to the game, and we were like talking back and forth, and they're like, oh, you've been playing for a while then, etc, etc. So I was like to them, you're always welcome to send me a tell if you've got a question. So we like added each other as friends and stuff like that. But it was just a really sweet conversation. It was nice. This should be the last one for this patch though, I believe. Yes, which works perfectly. So if we do this one, this will be this first patch done for this side thing, and then that means we'll do the next one the next time we stream this, and so on and so forth. My throat felt so funny then. I'm fine. But yeah, so that's good. That worked out well for timing. Yes, but friends, I know what you mean. But what I mean is, I know some FCs kind of organise events and things like that, and I don't know how consistent I would be about such a thing. Though I suppose other people could arrange stuff. It doesn't have to be me doing it. So I guess it works in different ways, doesn't it? Yeah, we got the achievement after this. This is the last one, I think. For patch 3.1? Yes. Amadora, were you present when Cram spoke with Ula? So she was indeed enthusiastic about returning to the Scholasticate. Then why did she instead decide to withdraw? I think she was blackmailed. That's my opinion. Cram all but accused these names! Accused the butt munch of having a hand in it, as well as the disappearance of this volume 11. Naught more than slander spoken in anger, perhaps, but the situation does merit further investigation. Like I say, if you guys want an FC, I can try to set one up, but like I say, it doesn't mean I'll be constantly planning events. But you can also plan things amongst yourselves, so it just means you've got the means of contact, I guess. But we wouldn't have a house or anything, because I know some free companies have houses, and we wouldn't have anything like that. I wouldn't know how to go about that. And we look forward to your results, Inspector. Mistress Deleth, if I might have a word with you in private, pray meet with me near the plaza in front of St. Raymonald's Cathedral. Okie dokies. We are having a rendezvous with Saturn. A little rendezvous. Where are we rendezvousing? Ah, over there. I see. It's kind of in between two shards, so I may as well just run. Let's go on foot. Oh, I was going to check the coat name as well, wasn't I? The coat name is Rebel Coat. There you go, it's Rebel Coat. Ah, what are you guys doing here? Let me take a sip of my water. House requires rank 6 and existing for 30 days or more. Okay, fair enough. So it's like you kind of earn. That's fair, as long as it's not something that's outright expected from the get-go. That's all I mean. Thank you for coming, Mistress Deleth. You are already acquainted with my two best students, Thea Macent and Lee. We are. Hello. Hello, friends. They have sought my counsel in their quest to obtain the Trinity seats, and I have been more than willing to oblige them out of a desire to ensure that all students are given equal opportunity. I am not blind to the machinations of our high-born students, after all. I have the most expensive house on my server. I'm glad I got it before they did the awful lottery thing. I've never even tried to get a house. I know it's meant to be really difficult with the lottery system. I know not what Arcombadin and Le Brasseur have said to you, but I advise that you weigh it carefully. You witnessed their treatment of a fellow highborn student, did you not? Then it should come as no surprise that they regard their lowborn peers far more harshly, discriminating against them with whatever means at their disposal. I can live in yours! Or we're going to be roommates. I have an apartment. And those two believe that less fortunate students lack the potential to become great clergymen, but if Thea Macent and Lee can obtain the highest marks and secure their place within the Trinity through their hard work and virtue, then these misguided beliefs could be proved wrong. You have free houses! You house hoarder! You house hoarder! Why do you need free houses? People out here struggling to get one, and you have three of them. Even if we were to succeed, what difference would it make? Those who disagree will not be so easily swayed, and those who sympathise will be reluctant to speak out in fear of reprisals. One of your FC, one is your personal, the other's the photo studio. Fair enough having one for FC and one for personal. Do you need a whole house as a photo studio? I guess it's kind of fun to have. It's definitely fun to have it. Speaking of photo studios, I was thinking about this yesterday, because I saw in TikTok you get a lot of videos and things, and a lot of the videos include characters from the game, and I know you can do the G-pose stuff, but I'm just curious, if someone does photos or videos, involving in-game NPCs. How do they do that? Do they have to make a character that looks like that NPC, or is there a way to add the NPC to the picture? I was just curious about how it works. The photo studio, you spent about 500 million. I've never even had that much gil. I make alts and add more FC rooms. Fair enough. I made a mint off of selling wall planters. You're in the Discord now, awesome, welcome on in. People just chat over there and you get notifications when I go live and stuff like that. I do want to get back into doing movie nights, but it's been a very long time since we've done one of those. I have been very busy, but I would like to get back to those at some stage. But I guess if I do make the FC, we can use it as a point of communication over there. Used to be a small, and then I put one bid on a large and got it. Lucky! It's either making alts or crimes. Oh, you think it's modding? You think it's modding? Sometimes they make a character, but I think there are some tools to add characters. So is it like a mod thing? It's fine if it is, I'm just curious about it. Just curious about it. Because I never figured out how to do it. And I'm like, people are doing something to make this work. So yeah, I just thought about it yesterday. Then you must find allies who are fearless, who do not flinch in the face of threats. Mistress Deleth, have you come across any who fit that description? That would be me. There's definitely RP characters, absolutely. Yeah, Cram doesn't seem to be very scared. How about Cram? Let's bring Cram into the fold. Come on, Cram. Come on in. But like, for example, I saw a photo yesterday where it had Graha in it, but they had the Archon mark. Is the Archon mark something you can get as like glam? Or is that then a mod thing? Because I'm not against mods, like aesthetic mods, because they don't involve like obviously gameplay stuff, so I've got nothing against them. I understand they're against TOS, but if it's just stuff that are looks, it's causing no harm, right? It's modded. Okay, cool, I thought it was. Does there need to be a contract for what? I thought so as well. He seems to treat everyone the same, and he defended Yular's honour at the assembly. The highborn leecher, who skips out on sessions and can't even stay awake for the one he attends. Theo, are you daft? If he did decide to help us, I wouldn't even want it. I'm not asking for spicy screenshots. I was just curious about people making the screenshots. For joining the FC. Oh, you were joking. Fair enough. I mean, do people do rules for FCs? I think it's just fair game that you're just nice to everyone. I imagine it's not that deep. No need to dismiss him out of hand, Lee. As Theo Macent said, he spoke out openly against Alcambadin and the Bressor on behalf of Ula. He might be willing to do the same for you two. Absolutely not. I don't trust any of the Highborn. Look, I'll help you with finding others, but you're on your own with Cram. Maybe Tofu would like a spicy screenshot with the House Inspector. Look, I'm not looking for spicy screenshots, right? But sometimes it's hard to find pictures that work well for phone wallpapers, right? And so if I knew how to make nice pictures, I could then use them as phone wallpapers. Because my current phone wallpaper is one of Erenville, and I like to switch them around, but I'm not looking for spicy stuff. That is not where my interests lie. No shame for those who have those interests, just not a personal preference. I may have him stripped fixing his glasses covered in books. Oh my god! Really? You know what? People are totally looking for it, aren't they? They're totally looking for it. I do not doubt. Very well, Mistress Deleth, will you accompany Theo Macent? One cannot be too careful, especially with the rise in assaults on the clergy. Thank you. I'm certain we can find him in the pillars, in his usual spot, flirting with the ladies. Do, 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 do. problem with this... Oh, wrong way. My problem with this game is that... It's still the wrong way. Oh, no, wait. I can go over here. This works. My problem with this game is too many of the characters are hot, and it's unfair. Too many of them are hot. Square know what they are doing. They are doing it deliberately. Unfair. Unfair, I say. I also got an Elven giving up their ears to Square Enix in exchange for hats. Arak, I do not read maps very well. I have got a very poor sense of direction, so do not be surprised by these things. Also, he's talking to the same lady again. I wonder if it's his girlfriend. Something you'd want to see. What are you wanting to see? Oh no, Arak, don't talk about my inventory. It's not good. It's not good. It's bad. I did make it better, but now it's... In my defense, I am leveling up my weaver. Okay? So it's all crafting crap. In my defense. I spent a good chunk of last night just crafting. So I've ended up with all this stuff in my inventory. Ignore the gear. I need to clear this out. I'm saving a lot of crafting gear as well, which I don't really need to do. It's fine. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's okay. There's nothing wrong here. There's nothing wrong at all. It's not that bad. We have bigger fish to fry. There's a whole clergy that's falling apart. My inventory doesn't matter right now. I've got deep pockets. My retainers are full. My retainers are full. Look, I'm trying my best. I keep things. I am a keeper of things. I keep things because you never know when you're going to need them. Okay? Case in point, I had all these materials and then I ended up needing them and I had them in my saddlebag, so it kind of worked out. See? There's always... I don't need an intervention! I'm fine! I can stop at any time, guys. I'm okay. There's nothing wrong here. It's alright. It's healthy. It's manageable. It's fine. My saddlebag is not currently full because most of it is in my inventory. However, it was full. It was full until I took it out to go into my inventory instead. You've been trying to stop for... I go through periods of time where things get a little bit better and then it all goes wrong again, okay? I'm trying. I'm like relapsing. I'm relapsing. So like I get better and my inventory gets emptier. And then I start leveling up a new class. Normally the crafting classes, they seem to do it to me the most. And then my inventory just goes kaput. But... Oh, hit the microphone. I've nearly finished. I've nearly finished with my crafters. And then all of the materials can go. And then it won't be a problem anymore. See? 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 Just you wait. Just you wait. It's not a Tofu stream if I don't hit the mic, it's very true. I have it very close to my face. Before maintenance we will clean it. Should I spend some time cleaning it? Not right now because I'm doing story, but in general. You're going to hop to the home world, you can find me on Gridania. You can add me if you want once I get out of your FC and transfer. I will say 7, I'm not guaranteeing I'm doing this, so don't outright spend money transferring over until I've done it. If I do it, because I don't want you wasting money and it doesn't happen. I'll just feel really bad if I did that. Obviously, pop over on a free visit, absolutely, but I don't want to have people waste money and have things not come to fruition. The first step to solving an addiction is acknowledging the problem. There's no problem. I am not ready. I am not ready to accept. Goose, one day, but not today. Today's not the day. But yeah, let's get back to the story, huh? I'm in denial. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's fine. I thought he would be more receptive to my appeal, but instead he seems rather annoyed. He's trying to chat up his girlfriend, that's why. Can't you and Freckles see we're busy? Leave us be. Freckles! You certainly have a way with words, my dear. She's quite right, you know. We have more pressing matters to attend to. Cram, please, will you not help our cause? I believe us to be like-minded individuals, those who desire a new path for the church, one based in the principles of... So earnest and forthright, how adorable. I can hardly resist pinching those soft, supple cheeks. So 7, the way it works is, you can always jump around and visit servers for free. That's always free. But if you want to permanently move to another world, that costs money. And it always does cost money. But if you're just like visiting, that's always free to do. So for example, I can jump over to Dynamis to visit my friends and help them through the story. But if I wanted to move this character over to there, then I would have to pay. Just make a new character, you can do that. Especially if you're not too far in the story, you could just make a new character instead of paying. Unless it's from congested to a preferred or to a new... Oh, really? Well, so if you moved from, like, what, Balmung, that one's congested, to Golem, that's free. Cram, calm down. What did Cram say? So earnest and forthright. How adorable. I can hardly resist pinching those soft, supple cheeks. Oh, Cram, calm down. You get paid to move away. Interesting. It's fair enough you don't want to start over. I'm just saying, though, don't spend money on anything permanent, because I don't know if it's something I'm doing yet. If in the future I do it and you want to come on over, you'd be more than welcomed, of course, but I don't want you preemptively spending money for something that may not happen, kind of thing. If that makes sense. But like I say, you can always free temporarily jump over and say hello to friends and whatnot. Oh, for the love of, come darling, let us go somewhere that will afford us privacy. An offer I dare not refuse. Good luck with whatever it is you're about, Freckles. It must be his girlfriend. He's gone. No, I cannot give up. The future of the church depends on us, and I was not given an opportunity to explain in full, so I will not leave his side until he hears me out. Oh God, Theo, you're very sweet, but he's trying to entertain a lady friend, and you are kind of getting in the way of said lady friend. Don't cock-block the man. He's trying his best. Oh God, where have you, Theo? Where have you gone? They were talking about privacy, exactly. Cram reminds you of Carvelian, in what way? Oh God, we ran past him. Theo? Oh God, Theo, please. You're a very sweet man, but leave the man alone. Wait, where are you? You're up there, you're up there. God damn it, Theo. I feel like I'm babysitting him. Oh, what's happened now? Why are you on the floor? Are you tied up? Who are you? Now, are you into this sort of thing? Is this consensual tying up? If so, Theo, leave them alone. If it's a consensual situation, but she does have a knife. Once again, depending on the situation, can be consensual. Cram, are you into this sort of thing? Is this just your kind of personal preference? Because if it is, no shame. No shame. No shame at all. 7, at the end of the day, it's up to you. But like I say, don't spend money on something unless you're really wanting to. Because I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to make an FC. So I don't want you spending the money, then nothing happens and you feel like, what did I spend the money on, kind of thing. So that's why I'm stressing it. Obviously, I won't stop you. You do what you want to do. But I'm just stressing the point now, just in case. Because I don't want anything coming up in the future where it's like, oh, she said she was going to do this, and then I don't do it. Because I'm not outright saying I'm doing it. So just to cover my back. Just to cover my back. You feel cock-blocked with the new site restrictions. True, Greenbird. True, true. We're all into a little getting tied up on the freezing cold ground. Hey! whatever you're into, in a bandage kink, it is suggested to keep a very sharp knife on hand. I'm guessing you mean bondage. That's true, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense. If your partner safe words, you want to get them out as fast as you can. So it does make sense to have something sharp on hand. I see where you're coming from. Cram, do you have a safe word? Traffic light system? I hope so. I hope so. As you should. It's safe. It's safe etiquette. I don't know if that's the right word, but the intentions are there. It's up to you, Seven. It's entirely up to you, but I've said what I've said. I've said my piece. At the end of the day, it's your money, so do what you want to do. My safe word is more. That might cause some confusion, Lee. Let's not get too hasty. I'm sure we can resolve this matter peacefully. Agreed, as long as you don't try something stupid and give me a cause to cut his throat. Did I not tell you I was preoccupied? You there, take Freckles and get out of here. Aww! Wait, I think I've realised the situation. He knew something was going on, but he was trying to keep Theo safe out of harm's way and was putting himself in harm's way off the back of it. Unless it's also consensual. It could still be that, but I think this is what's actually going on. I think he knew there was something up with her, and he was trying to keep innocent parties out of the situation by putting himself in harm's way in the process, which, Cram, is very sweet of you. Very, very sweet. So this is an example of a character who came across a little bit ham-fisted at first, but they're showing real sweet qualities that make you really like them. Tofu's safe. Oh my god, yeah. Nothing. You know what? I think most people would dry up faster than the Sahara Desert with that face in mind. Did I tell you that I was not preoccupied? You there, take Freckles and get out of here. Oh! Release him at once, or I'll summon the watch. Don't you dare. The affairs of House Mantigany are none of your concern. She demands recompense, and rightly so. If I must pay with my life, then so be it. Oh, it's house affairs. So he was doubly keeping everyone else out of it, because it's like, it's nothing to do with you, so you shouldn't be harmed. He's that kind of gangster. He's into that sort of thing. I will not allow it. Oh, do not look so glum. If I must look upon your freckled face before I ascend to Hellone's walls, I'd rather you favoured me with a smile or some such. Even at death's door the man is flirting. Cram, calm down. Calm down. It's not. No, it's not. I agree. It's meant to provide pause to figure out what the problem is. I do agree. It's an undisputable point of stop where other words could be taken the wrong way and not taken seriously. So it's a definite outside of the situation sort of word that wouldn't otherwise be said. A smile better suits a hero. Aww. Father's sins are mine alone to bear now, mine alone to answer for. Mayhap in death our house shall be at last be redeemed. If it's recompense you desire, then you shall have it, but not with his life. The Fury forgives not those who kill their fellow man for wanton purpose. Permit him to address his grievances with coin, and you may have your justice without sin. Furthermore, I offer myself to you as hostage in his place, that he might be free to secure sufficient ransom. Theo, please, you adorable little man. You're not little, but you have the personality of someone little. Please, look after yourself, please. Have you gone mad? I told you it's none of your... I will not abandon such a pious soul, one who shares my desire to make the world a better place. We are not so different, Cram. We have the chance to make amends for the sins of our fathers, to make Ishgard whole again. I cannot do it without you. Oh, he's going to cry. You really are something else, making a bloody speech about changing the world at a time like this. I think Lee's a bit more Ron-coded, but he's definitely Harry-coded, isn't he? I offer the wealth of House Mantigany as ransom. If the lady agrees to these terms, then I will go and retrieve it at once. What happened, though? Why is she after him like this? What did the house do? It was his father, right? What did his father do? Which house is his house? Okay, I've forgotten all of the houses. It's been so long since Heaven's Ward. Who are you related to? Who are you related to? Wait, let me Google. Because I'm clearly missing a piece of the puzzle here. House... I've completely spelt it wrong. It's Mantiganity or something. I guess I just googled the guy, right? So he's called Cram Invor. Final Fantasy 14. Mongoose! Yeah, Mongoose. Here we go. So here he is. Are you just saying... You're just saying he's an NPC. Is his family not overly relevant? I just want to know what his family's done to kind of invoke this kind of wrath, I suppose. Here we go. I've got the surname. House. I've gotten thoroughly distracted. Give me a second. It's a minor house, probably a vassal house. Not for story part. Oh, okay, so it's just like some behind the scenes thing that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm just trying to figure out what happened to cause this whole situation. But he was saying about his father's sins, and I'm like, who's your father? What did he do? I'm confused. I guess it doesn't matter, really. I'll take her silence as yes. Now then, come. I've always wanted to tie someone up. Oh! Oh! Cram! You need to stop. Poor Theo. I feel like Theo's too innocent for Cram. Cram, do not soil this man's innocence. I swear to God. The look on his face. Theo, I'm sorry. I feel like you're too sweet for this. Okay, Cram, God's sake. I think we're okay. I think it's only kind of implying. We're alright, we're okay. Cram, let's go and get the money, for God's sake. We'll have to travel to my family's old estates in the Western Highlands to retrieve your ransom. I presume you will wait here until I return? For now. But if you do not come back quickly and with a great deal of money besides, this one's life is forfeit. Is that clear? Okay. Quite. As for you, Freckles, do not do anything reckless. Mistress Deleth, I ask that you come with me. It would not do to go through all this trouble only to be waylaid by bandits on the way back. Let us make haste. Things are only implied. Implication is okay. Implication armor one. Sure, implications are okay. The look on... The thing is, though, the look on Cram's face at the end as well. Like, Cram! God freaking damn it. You absolute horny man. You horny, horny man. Hey there, Faye. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. I knew he was a flirt this entire time, but god damn it. Right, let's get the cat out. We are flying. God has nothing to do with this. I mean, considering where we are, I feel like their God has everything to do with this. I think the more, what's the right word? Innocent isn't the right word, but the more quote-unquote innocent you need to present yourself, especially in like religious cases, the more kind of into weird stuff they tend to be behind closed doors. It's like they're kind of suppressed. Have I seen the Fury? True. Didn't get much sleep and nothing an energy drink can't fix. Oh, absolutely. I haven't finished this energy drink and I will not finish it, but I'm still very, very hyper. I do hope you get more sleep tonight, though. Right, where is this house? Where is this house? Where is this house? Oh, is it higher up? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh god, is this where you live, Cram? I guess you don't live here anymore. This is probably, what, pre-calamity? The more unassuming. Maybe that's the best word. I'm not too sure. Forgive me, my family's fortune is buried not far from here, but I would rather retrieve it alone. Pray remain here for a moment and keep watch for bandits and wild beasts. Prob not getting much sleep as you're prob playing with Kaiko and Moo tonight. These sleeping patterns, I swear to God, I've given up trying. Everyone's turning nocturnal. Apparently, the day this content launched, Twitter had 2 dumplings trending. Why? Why 2 dumplings? I've clearly missed... Oh, I'm clearly missing something there. They say they used to stream early. They did! That's the thing, right? They used to stream not in the middle of the night, but the pair of them have become very nocturnal, to the point that they'll still be streaming when I wake up for work. And then I'm like, you really should be sleeping. I'm logging into work right now. But it became me kind of telling them off, so I've just stopped doing it at this point. Oh, the matron. Okay, that makes more sense. I was going to say, why would it be on this quest? That's more understandable. That's more understandable. We are very vigilantly standing guard. Cram's back. I have what we came for. Now then, let us pray that Freckles is still alive and well. I'll just Moo work like weird hours. I don't know what Moo does for work now. Because if it's like because of work, I understand it a bit more. Because there are people who are basically nocturnal because they have night jobs, right? And I'm like, that's fair. That's fair enough. That's just your life schedule. Right, back to Ishgard. She works 12 to... Oh, I see. What, a night? That's kind of fair then. That's kind of fair. Right, where are they? Theo, you better be okay over there. You better be alright over there. Further up. Up here. Let me up. Let me up. Here we go. I have become so nurturing over Theo, and I know it's intentional, but I've become very like, leave the small boy alone, even though he's a tall elven man. But he just, he's so sweet and innocent, right? And he means so well that you just want to protect him, right? It just brings out like this side of me. It's like my son, my poor son. For some reason, I thought she was a pharmacist. I have no idea how wrong. I have no idea. I have no idea. He set up a safe word. As long as there's a safe word. How have I been? I've been fine. I hope you've been all right. Beyond being tired, that is. Yeah, not the cinnamon roll. Not the cinnamon roll. Give me a second, sorry. Sorry, just had to cough a little bit. So, it's about time. I'm freezing, and I'd half a mind to skin this one just to keep warm. Now then, hand it over. You know what? Cram is kind of good looking. The elven men, man. The elven men. They just get to me. I looked at him just then and I was like, he is kind of good looking. Here you are, the entire fortune that was bequeathed unto me. Share it with your people as recompense, starting with the families of the bereaved. On behalf of House Maintigny, I'm truly sorry. Oh, I melted for Amarek. Absolutely, I melted for that man. He was the first of many characters in this game. And I'm sure there will be many more. I'm sure there'll be many, many more. Theo, fury for Fend. What have you gotten yourself into this time? I swear I leave you alone for but a moment. I was never in any danger, Lee. I prayed to the Fury and by her hand was Cram returned to me. I'm terribly sorry to have involved you in my personal affairs. I should have known that the lives of my family would not be enough to sate the small folk's thirst for vengeance. Think nothing of it. I too lost my father, so if you ever have need to speak about it, you can confide in me as a friend. Theo, I swear, you have not got a bad bone in your body. Not a bad bone. I've not met any Vera NPC in the game yet. Oh, you've got to get to Shadowbringers. You need to get yourself to Shadowbringers, Latte. Exactly, Arak knows what's up. My father sought to curry favour with the Holy See, and so he raised great levies to send to the front lines. Honour was his prize, and it was bought with the blood of his subjects, and eventually his own. The small folk have come to resent his demands for service, and when the truth of the war was revealed, they revolted. The mob overran the manor guard, and my father and 5 brothers perished at their hands. Had I not been sent away, I would have surely died with them. No worries, Faye. Thank you for popping by. Lack all you need to. Our fortunes had grown poor following the calamity, you see, and since I was the youngest, father bid me leave to make my own way, so I enrolled in the Scholasticate, with the hopes of becoming a bishop, to bring honour to myself and my house. But now... No, there's no use dwelling on what could have been. We must look to the future and do what we can to make Ishgard whole again. Every moment is sacred, and you helped me to see that, Theo. Consider me your friend and ally. Well said, Cram, well said. Together you may yet bring about the lasting change. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Without the endorsement of the Scholasticate, the support of our peers, no one will listen to us. What's more, I still haven't heard anyone explain how we're supposed to get seats on the Trinity. Ishgard wasn't built in a day, Lee. Besides, we still have plenty of time to work something out. See, I knew he wouldn't take this seriously. Calm yourself, Lee, and keep an open mind. Now let's return and discuss our next course of action. Okay. Hi, Saturn. Oh, I nearly forgot. Inspector Briarden was looking for you at the cathedral. He wished to speak with you regarding his investigation, I believe. Oh, Briarden, I'm so sorry. I leave your side for a few moments and I find another Elzen man. Briarden, I didn't do anything, I swear. I didn't do anything. It was all innocent. It was all innocent. Right, let us find a shard. If anything, Cram seemed far too interested in Theo, and that concerns me. Not from a jealousy perspective, but more so because that man is far too innocent for Cram. Cram should not soil this poor man's innocence. So now I need to watch over them like a hawk. Okay. Who's drilling? I can hear drilling. One of my neighbours have a drill. Here we go. Briarden, hello. Hello, my handsome man. You requested my company? Well then, my associate, have you anything to report? Don't I ever? Tofu trying to do Ishgardian scenes is like watching a dog that got onto the NASCAR race. Just doesn't know what car to chase. Look, I can't help it. I can't help it. It's not my fault that there's so many handsome and pretty people. Men or women, doesn't matter. Another one walks by and I'm like, hello. Hi, what's your name? Right, that's the quest done. We will need to end it off there because that is the end of this patch's set of quests. Of course, we will be continuing with them. Next time we stream this, I don't know if it's going to be next stream or the stream after, but it will be within the next week and we will continue with the story. But first we need to get through this cutscene. A former subject of the House of Maintigany demanding recompense. Hello there. For the misdeeds of Cram's father. How fortunate that the situation was resolved peacefully. That's basically what I'm like more often than not when an Elzen shows up. Hello there. My investigation has been less productive, unfortunately. I thought to speak with Ula, the student who withdrew from the Scholasticate, but I could not find her anywhere. They killed her! The same must be said for the infamous Volume 11, which contains passages extolling the virtues of equality. Like the girl, it has vanished without a trace. The circumstances surrounding these incidents even, suggest deliberate intent. Someone may be attempting to turn this tenuous state of affairs to their advantage, but if so, then to what end? For 1,000 years, a sickness has ravaged our city. It has festered within the heart and minds of our citizens, and in our clergy especially. Treating it will be a long and arduous process, but an altogether necessary one. Well said, Bryden, well said. Our role in that process is clear, to diagnose the root of the Scholasticate's ailments, and if there are malicious forces at work, then it is our duty to see justice done. This is what I mean about him. He can be a bit of a dick, but his intentions are good, and that makes him more redeeming to me, and makes him like an interesting character. He's not just a dick. That's not his only trait. In the time of unrest, when the light of truth was lost to the righteous, the children looked to one another for guidance, that they might walk in her grace. Hey! Okay, cool. So like I said, we will continue with these. Whether it's next stream or the stream after, it will be sometime next week. This is definitely a good place to cut off though. So it definitely seems it's like a patch per stream kind of thing, roughly roundabout, which is fine by me. Obviously I'd like to get more done in one go, but it's a lot of story, it's a lot of reading, so that's no problem. I wonder what Tofu would think of Gulliont. For me, it's his rivalry with Hildy that kills me. Oh, Bryden's rivalry. I find it very funny. I do find it very funny. Do I want to Google this person though? Is it someone who I'm going to meet soon or someone I would have already met? Because I will decide if I do a Google or not. But for now, let me pop over to the other screen. Give me a second. Oh, one of your characters, I see. But yeah, I should be winding up. I need to get some food. My tummy is starting to rumble. So we need to find someone to say hello to. I don't have a lot of people streaming at the moment. So I might see who else is streaming Final Fantasy. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's have a little look-see. He's a master of disguise. Is that like his character for RP purposes? So, let's see. So this person's raiding. This person's raiding. This person's doing Dawn Trail. This person's finishing Heaven's Ward. Ah, should we say hello to them? How long? Oh, they've been going for a while. Are they still going? They're a pigeon! Oh, they're a pigeon! Right, if they're still going, we will say hello to them because they're finishing Heaven's Ward and they are literally a picture of a pigeon that moves when they talk, and that is hilarious. So I feel like we should say hello to them. I don't know. I feel like we should. I'll do one more pass over just in case. If not, then we'll say hello to this person. Back into the tag one last time. Right, I'll quickly just listen to them. Just in case they're talking about wrapping up. Let's have a look. They're playing a lot of music on this stream. Oh my god. But they're definitely still going. Good stuff. So let me mute this. Let me get their name. Oh god, I can't copy and paste. Let me get their name. There we go. And there's a raid message. Thank you so much. So be sure to copy and paste the raid message. Let's go and show this pigeon lots and lots of love as they continue with Heaven's Ward. Next stream will be sometime next week at our normal 7 PM BST. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this, like more of Hildebrand. I don't know if I'm going to be doing my new character or something else entirely. We shall see. But I do hope I can see you then. It will most likely be the second half of the week. But of course, I hope you have a wonderful start to your week, whether you're working, resting, studying, or anything else in between. But I definitely need to get some food, so we'll get this raid underway. Like I said, be sure to copy and paste the raid message from Jack. Thank you for keeping me company today. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for your wonderful company and the conversation as always. These Sunday streams are always a bit weird, but always a lot of fun. And yeah, that is all from me. Is there anything else I need to say? Oh yes, of course. As always, make sure you stay hydrated, eat your snacks, and take care. I will see you very, very soon. Toodaloo, good evening, farewell, have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, I will see you later. Goodbye, everyone.